You're connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. Okay? From the Diabetes Care Center, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm also doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm just calling you to confirm that you are the one having diabetes, right?
Yeah, I got the one that's having diabetes.
Okay. So are you taking medications for diabetes or just insulin injections?
I take the insulin injections.
Okay. So since you're qualified for a diabetic footwear, it's the diabetic shoe that will help your feet so they wouldn't get swollen or have any neuropathy. And for this diabetic, you don't have to pay anything. It will gonna cover it under your primary health insurance. So can you just tell me which size of shoes you wear? What is your shoe size?
Oh, my shoe size
Yes.
is 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
It's too small.
Yeah, I got small
Is
feet.
it standard, wide, or extra wide?
No, I got small, wide feet. I used to get made fun of it all the time trying to play soccer as a kid.
Can you tell me your two favorite color? Which two colors you like the most?
I like green and I like purple.
The green and the purple. I got it over here. And let me tell you about the shoes. We have two kind of shoes for you. The one are the sports one and the other are the classic shoes. The sports shoes you can use to wear for normal wearing, for family gatherings, for church and parties.
Oh, so I can dance in them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can get my small feet boogie woogie in then on the dance floor.
Okay, you want the sports one or the classic one?
I want the sports one so that I can boogie woogie on the dance floor.
Okay, so you want the sports with laces or without the laces?
Oh, you got Velcro?
Yeah, Velcro.
Yeah, I want Velcro because I don't like to tie things.
Okay, that's perfect. And so do you have a diabetic doctor for diabetes or just a primary care physician?
What was that, sir?
Do you have a diabetes doctor for your diabetes or just a primary care physician?
Yeah, I got both.
And what's the name of your primary doctor?
Oh, Dr. Giggles.
How would you spell it?
Giggle.
Okay. And Dr. Diddle is your primary care physician?
Yeah, Dr. Giggles is, and Dr. Can You Spread 'em is my diabetic doctor.
What's the name of your diabetic doctor? Can you spell me out?
It's Can You Spread 'em?
Can you spread 'em?
Yeah, he's a foreign doctor. It's a long word. It sounds like how I'm saying it. Can you spread 'em?
Okay, and when was the last time you went to see the Dr. Diddle?
Oh, I went and saw Dr. Giggles about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Okay, I got it. And in which city your doctor is practicing? In which city in the state?
Oh, they're in Council, Kentucky, Iowa.
Iowa, I got it over here. And I do believe that you are still with your primary health insurance. You have your red, white, and blue Medicare.
Yeah, I got the American insurance. I sure do.
Not the American insurance.
Yeah, it's red, white, and blue.
You have that?
Yeah, that's why I call it the American insurance, because it's red, white, and blue.
It's not the American insurance, the Medicare health insurance.
Yeah, the card's red, white, and blue. It reminds me of the American flag, so it's America.
Do you remember how does your full name appears in red, white, and blue Medicare health insurance card?
Oh, I gotta go find that card, sir. I just don't have it always on me.
Do you remember your social security card?
Yeah, that's in my wallet too, sir.
Okay, can you pick it out?
Oh, I gotta go get my wallet. Hold on a minute. I guess he didn't want to hold on a minute. Get my numbers.
The line got disconnected. Can you hear me?
Who? Who'd you want, sir?
Can you hear me okay now?
Who'd you want?
Sir, this call is from the National Diabetic Center. The line got disconnected. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was saying, sir, this request diabetic meter freestyle Libre Flash. Basically, you'll be given a reader and small sensors. All you have to do is put the sensor on the back of the arm and tap that reader on the sensor once that's attached to the back of the arm, and the readings are shown on the reader without picking yourself. So you can check your blood sugar as many times as you want, anywhere you want. One sensor stays on the arm for 14 days, so you'll be given 2 new sensors every month to replace used ones. The name of the meter is a Freestyle Libre. You might have seen TV commercials regarding it, where you don't have to break your fingers.
Yeah, I don't want to prick my fingers.
Yes, the same one.
Yeah, because I don't want sore fingers.
Mm-hmm. Sir, have you seen your doctor in the last 6 months for your diabetes?
No, I haven't seen my doctor for a long time. Damn gas prices.
Like how much long has it been, sir?
Oh, it's been since gas went up over $3. So at least a year now.
At least a year.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any doctor, your regular doctor?
No, I haven't been able to do nothing because electric bill's up, the food prices are up, everything's up. My poor senior, I can't afford nothing. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Any of the nurse?
I'm behind on everything. This Social Security don't pay for shit anymore, but they want us to buy electric vehicles.
Please, sir, the meter will be under the approval of the doctor. If your doctor approves this meter for you, then you can...
Yeah, is it
Otherwise, they will not.
Is it an electric meter?
No, it's not electric, sir.
What's it run off of? What's the meter run off of? Oh, you hung up on me again.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Take.
Good morning.
That was Scam Tunes, everybody. His lip. Oh my God. His link is pinned above. It's great to see everyone today. Good morning. How's it going with you?
Good morning, Pecan Head. His heart rate and his doodle dasher's up.
Oh, that's
a good morning.
Seems like a lot of information that I could have lived without, but thank you.
You'll be all right. I think we crossed all lines on this show. We can handle it.
Yeah. Good morning, Icy Cool. So, what's up with you? How you doing?
A lot of Australians in the chat in the morning. I love that. And
yeah, I do too.
I was looking on cruises to go there, and they're so expensive. Now I'm trying to go one way. I'm wondering if they'll just drop me off. I'm still going to get to the bottom of this, but I definitely want to go hang out with some kangaroos.
Yeah, for sure. But you don't want to fly, so I guess that's your only option.
No. Yeah, I figured, listen, I'm not working. What's 50 days out of my life? It takes like 50 days to get there, and you're on a boat. But, I mean, it's like 2 years' rent to take a cruise there. So I'm trying to just go one way. We'll see what happens. Maybe a rowboat. Maybe if somebody wants to drive, because I'm not that strong and I can't row that long. But we'll figure it out. But it's nice to have all the Australians in the chat. We love the down under people.
Yeah, for sure. And I said if you'd like to fly, you can hire me to be your personal assistant. I'll carry your luggage for you, everything. You just have to buy my plane ticket.
I mean, listen, if it comes to that, it's only 0.00001%, even if I pay for you, of the cost that it would cost me to do a cruise line. So, what's $1,200 when you're looking at $20,000? So,
yikes!
It might work out. You might have sold me on buying you a ticket.
If you're gonna spend 20,000, why don't you just fly everybody from Australia here? Then you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, but there's no kangaroos in New York. I mean, yeah, we have other interesting things to see, but I mean, kangaroos. Come on, how cool would that be?
Well, maybe you could fly a kangaroo here for cheaper.
That's probably true.
And then have Ozzy bring it to you. Ozzy and the kangaroo could fly here for probably cheaper than 20,000.
Exactly. That's nice of Flying Spaghetti to think that the cruise line would let me on as a comedian. They'll probably hear a minute of my material and say, "Okay, it's 40,000 for you."
We could do, you could tempt them with, we'll do a live morning scam show from the boat. Maybe that would get them.
That would be interesting. Yep.
Yep.
Definitely. And I am moving to a 1-bedroom with a den, so I'll have more room for more friends from down under. So you're always all welcome in New York.
And more dragons.
Yeah. No, what's good about moving is you get to clear out all the nonsense, all of the junk. So yeah, there's a couple pets I won't be taking with me. So I'll definitely take the cats, but all the other stuff you hear about, the dragons and the mongoose and the, they're just gonna chill. The next tenants can deal with them.
Maddie says there's 2 escaped kangaroos in Ohio, so why don't you just go over there?
That is true, but that's not the only reason. I mean, I would like to go chill with Ozzy and some people, but kangaroos are just an added bonus.
Yeah, for sure.
If I didn't know anybody from meeting so many cool people, I wouldn't go there just to be with kangaroos. That's just like an added bonus. Now, when we're offline, I may tell you it's reversed. The people are the extra bonus. I'm really going there for the kangaroo, but because we're live, we'll just say I'm going there for the people.
Hi, Anushka Blue. Good morning, Stock Explorer. Stock Explorer has awesome streams. She's a super nice person. Y'all go check out Stock Explorer. We need to have her. We definitely would have her on sometime, except I don't think we would be able to converse with her. Like, I don't know anything about stocks. Do you know anything about stocks? Like, I don't know.
I did. I know a lot more than I did a year ago, and it's cool. Very simple. She makes it cool and easy to understand, and it's not just for financial nerds. There's people in there that are talking about diving in dumpsters and reselling stuff, and having extra streams of income. I love when I can go into the Stock Explorer's streams. Yeah. And she's very friendly, and she'll always shout you out, and And I believe I haven't checked her subs in a while, but I believe she's over 1,000 now, right? So
thank you, DA.
Definitely, somebody can post her link, and if you want to know about some stocks in a simple to know way, then go check out the Stock Explorer.
Yeah, thank you so much, DA.
Good morning, Anushka.
What flavor? I have no flavor of anything, Tetra, today.
You have no what?
He or she said, what flavor do I have today? And I said, I don't have any flavor of anything. Or is that like slang for something and I'm too old, so I don't know?
Good morning, KDA Scambaiters, aka Kelly. I don't know. All flavors are good.
I'm really excited. If I ever get to India, I saw in Kolkata. I don't know if I'm going to get there or not, but if I get there, in Kolkata, they have like ice cream made with nitrogen. And when you eat it, like smoke blows out of your nose. I'm really excited to try that if I ever get there.
Did you look that up? That's true?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of videos of people doing it. It's like it's made with liquid nitrogen.
Now, what happens if you like drink a soda and kind of like have it run out your nose, do you kind of explode? You ever see those Memento videos where they put the stuff in the soda and it kind of explodes? I'd be a little nervous about that kind of ice cream.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. So we'll see if I can make it there to try the nitrogen ice cream.
I hope that's, if you do make it to India, I hope that's one of the first videos that you make.
Oh, thank you so much, Ozzy. Ozzy gave you
thank you so much.
$10 Australian
That's like
dollars.
one of the best names ever.
Yeah.
Aussie bum.
Beer bum chicken.
Thanks, DA.
She gave you he or she gave you $10 Australian dollars for your kangaroo mission.
That helps. Thank you. You know what happened yesterday?
What?
It's something that will never make YouTube, but I might as well just tell everybody because we're family, but it's not the end of the world. But I was trying to, troll the Microsoft scammers, and I didn't have my pickup lines in front of me. And I talked to a scammer, and I said, hey, I'm looking for, I know you have 3 places where I could hide 3 inches. And it's supposed to be 6 inches or 8 inches, obviously. So it was just, I can't use that call now. It was very embarrassing.
Well, but it's very relatable for the scammers, so.
Well, that's right. It was not a female scammer. It was I couldn't get a female scammer to answer, so I was going to use the pickup lines on scammers, but ask them about their mom. I lost my earmuffs. Can I borrow your mom's thighs? And some of them they flowed well, but the one about hiding, I know you have 3 places I could hide 6 inches. It really turned out to me admitting to them the Doodle Dasher's 3 inches. But it didn't even faze him. You're right. That's gigantic. I guess I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you so much, David. Well, that just really appreciate that, David. Thank you so much. Yeah, that definitely fits in with them because the average is 4 inches there, so there's a lot of 3 inches in there. And there's 1.5 billion 1.5 billion people with an average of 4, so a lot of them's got to be 3ers.
I'll be like Godzilla there.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, what else is going on? Where we have Harry's coming on, right?
Yep, we got TheHarryHorrowShow coming on, which mostly I'm doing it for me because I've always been a fan of him. He has very interesting streams. I can go to his streams are 3 hours, and I can go and literally stay the whole time. And there's not a lot of other people that I can say that about because I usually need a break. Unless I'm working and listening to something, but to just sit and focus on something for 3 hours, he's very interesting, educational. So it was a pleasure talking to him. We did pre-record because he has a job at a bank. So it is pre-recorded, but still, I think that y'all will enjoy it. Him and Take talk about some cases and stuff together. So it was really cool.
Yeah, and hopefully he'll, because he's at that bank, hopefully he'll get me those blueprints I've been asking him for. He seems like a really cool guy. So,
yeah, he's super cool. What did he say? He called himself an ice block with hair or something? I don't know. Something like that. I can't remember. We'll hear it again when he says it, but something like that.
But Flying Spaghetti Monster, who's in chat, he articulated it a lot better than I do. There's so many true crime channels out there, and there's so many people that just relate the story and they relay it to the audience. And any one of us can go find an atrocity and post a video about it. He does it in his own way, and he comes at it like he's really teaching you. And there's always something different. I've seen a ton of true crime channels. His is definitely one of the most interesting and most unique. It just, you watch one of his videos and it will just lead you to wanting to watch more. It's just a great content creator, great person. It's awesome to talk with.
Yeah, for sure. Super nice. And I forgot what I was gonna say. must not have been that exciting. But I agree. And Mondays he does paranormal Mondays, so he doesn't only do true crime, but he does paranormal. He just does stories, basically, of all different varieties. So, morning, Balaji.
What's up, Balaji? Namaskar.
Yep. So, morning, Amy G. So it was super like, I love talking to him. Him and I will be doing a collab, but it won't be till November because he's building a studio. He'll talk about that. I won't tell y'all about it because we're gonna talk about it a lot during the interview. But the Harry Horror Show is who we're talking about. The Harry Horror Show, and he's on YouTube. I still forgot to go check out his YouTube page because I didn't even know he had it till you told me. But he's real big on Twitch, and he streams Monday through Thursday, 8 to 11. And again, we'll talk about all this during the stream. But he's super awesome. So yeah, thank you, David. Speaking of Saturdays, y'all don't forget, if you're going to be watching the People's Call Center videos this Saturday, you might as well come watch them with me. We're going to have a watch party. Take's going to stop by. Some other people are going to stop by. So, it's going to be super fun.
I can't wait. I usually don't do anything on Saturdays, and I can't really stream by myself. So if you're busy, I don't really do anything on Saturdays, so I'm looking forward to this Saturday.
Yeah, I'm a little bit stressed about my video. It has not come together too good. But I'm very excited about the watch party because you know that Trilogy Media will have a video. Jim Browning. I think Jim's video will be ready. I'll ask him. And, I know Pleasant Green will have a video for sure, and Scammer Payback. So it's going to be super fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring 2 devices. We're going to be on my Twitch on one device, and we're going to be on my Twitch on one device, and then on the other device we'll watch the YouTube videos at the same time. We want to do that so that they get the watch hours and the views and everything. We don't want to watch it through Twitch. We want to watch it through YouTube and like and comment. Thanks, Amy G. Mostly DA named it that. Scamorama Scam Crawl. I think I said I wanted to name it something like Scam Crawl, and then DA added the Scamorama. So... so bring some snacks, and we'll just hang out, watch videos together. Maybe we'll call some scammers, ask them how they feel about Jim Browning. Would they like to introduce Jim Browning's video? I thought that would be fun, right?
Yeah, you know, they most, if not all scammers know that name. So they're definitely, that's one of their biggest fears.
Yeah, so I'll also say, we're about to watch a Jim Browning video. Would you like to introduce it for us? We'll see what they say.
Yeah, that would be great. Yep. And
so
I've talked to some scammers that actually say they're fans of you know, like that one scammer. I think in a couple shows back in one of my videos, the guy was talking about Trilogy Media, and he says, "Oh, I love when they bust scammers." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "It's not me. It's not happening to me." So I think they deserve it. It's funny that they do that. So a lot of the scammers do watch a lot of the scambaiters. The bigger names is what I'm learning.
So no, I'll be streaming on Twitch on Saturday, and then I'll be releasing my own video, but I'm not super excited about my own one. It's still coming together. We'll see what it's like. It was a lot to try to express in a video, you know what I mean? There was just so much meat to that week. I didn't even know where to start or what to do or whatever. So
What up, Dillhole? I'm sorry to hear that news, David. Hopefully everything works out for Ashton.
Yeah, I saw he had COVID, so. But anywho, So yeah, so y'all come on over to Twitch, and like I said, Take said he's gonna stop in the stream and co-host a video and talk to y'all. So
What the hell kind of time is it? What time is it?
Well, the whole thing will start around 1. So if you have one of your favorites at 1 at 12 that's premiering, feel free to watch it. But then we'll just watch it again later together. I'm not gonna premiere mine. I'm just gonna upload it when we get to mine. So I won't be premiering mine. Morning, lady. Hi, lady. But we'll watch mine kind of in the middle, and we'll watch everybody. So I'm going to start at 1. I have no clue how long the videos are, so I have no clue what time we'll watch this or what time we'll watch that. I don't know, because I don't know how long they are. So it's kind of a play-by-ear thing. Pardon?
We start at 1 o'clock on Saturday, Eastern time?
Yep, 1 o'clock Eastern on Saturday.
All right, I'm going to set the alarm. I haven't used an alarm clock in 10 years.
Oh, my gosh.
For this day, I will.
Well, how do you get up for the morning scam show without an alarm clock?
You know, if I oversleep, I figured somebody would call me. It hasn't happened yet. And last night I went to sleep at, 10:30, 11 maybe. And I woke up at 4:30, and that's enough sleep. But if I was up all night, you know, sometimes where you just lay there and you can't fall asleep and it's really annoying, and then you're still tired but you just can't sleep. And then if I noticed it was like close to 5 o'clock and it's the first time I've closed my eyes, I'm going to set the alarm on my phone because that's only an hour of sleep or an hour and a half sleep or whatever. So I would definitely be nervous then. But usually if I fall asleep before 1 o'clock, I don't even worry.
Oh. Cool.
Yep.
Wow.
Because each and everything are going to try to start waking me up and scratching at my head if I don't feed them by 6 o'clock in the morning usually. So they're my alarm clock, I guess.
Yeah, David, there you go. Mine's, like I said, I'm not going to premiere mine. I'm just going to put mine up that day during the Scamorama scam crawl. So yeah, but still come to the watch party, David. That way, instead of trying to watch all 5, because another reason I'm doing this is most of us love all these guys, and they're all premiering their videos at the same time, and we can't sit. We could bounce from video to video, but then we're missing stuff. You know what I mean? So you can really only concentrate on one premiere. So that's why we're just gonna watch them together. But feel free to go to whatever premiere you'd like, and you will catch all the other ones later with me. I'll probably be in Scammer Payback's premiere just because, you know, he was the awesome host, and I love him. And then we'll watch all the rest of them together. So it'll be super fun. And I have food, and I'll be taking 2 shots. Twitch is super easy to use, Alan. You don't even have to sign up for Twitch. You have to sign up for Twitch if you want to chat, but if you just want to watch, you actually don't even have to sign up. But it's easy to use. But yeah, I know it's a pain to try something new, but a lot of the scambaiters are on Twitch, so I think it's worth having, and it's free.
Like David's approach, and I think you have one more device than I do, so I need to go out and buy a new phone before Saturday. So I have 5 phones.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Use another phone.
Yeah.
Because with each phone, you can have another text now number. So,
true. Very true.
Although the scammers over the last 2 days, you know, there's been so many tech support scams. I mean, more than others. More than other days. I just noticed like every couple seconds they're updating the new tech support scams, and they're criminals. You know, the fake Microsoft people. So they were so stupid. They're all stupid, but I hate those people, and I've gotten through so many times, even on just one phone, because they don't block you right away. So.
Yeah.
Almost don't even need 6 phones. You don't even need 5, 10 different numbers to deal with these idiots sometimes.
Yeah. I know. Twitch is free. You do have to watch ads, but I mean, you have to on YouTube too. If you subscribe to a channel, you don't have to watch the ads, but it's per channel. So even if you go to a different channel, you still have to watch ads. But it is completely free. And like I said, you can watch it without signing up, but you can't chat unless you sign up. So, I
don't remember everything. I feel like they made me get a Prime account, and it's free with Prime. So, like, I bought Prime for like $14 a month or whatever it is, but then I got a free Twitch. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, because Amazon owns Twitch, I guess. So, they give you you can get one subscription per month to a channel with Prime, with Twitch.
But so they run out because I'm in people's, like I think I was in yours one time and somebody gifted me a sub. I was like, oh shit, I'm not subbed to CJ, my partner, because I was subbed before, and then I don't always go on Twitch. So then maybe I came back like a month or two later. I don't know. So somebody busted me. They were trying to be nice, and they gifted me a sub, of course. But I was like, oh my god,
okay.
Throw me under the bus. I thought I was subbed all along. They expire.
Okay.
Like you're saying, you get it for a month.
Yeah, you get one free one per month with Amazon Prime. And it's not free for... Obviously, the channel still gets that money, but it's free for you. Like, it's included with yours. So.
Okay.
I'm excited about everyone's video drop, Tetra. And, and I very, very extremely rarely drink. I don't really like to drink. I don't particularly think it tastes that good. I mean, I drink sometimes every once in a while for fun, but I will be having 2 shots on Saturday, so I fully expect to be drunk. So if that makes anyone want to come.
Something new that you're going to discover.
Yeah. And
maybe it'll be an everyday thing after Saturday. Who knows? You know, you have an open mind. Maybe it's not that bad.
But I saw at the liquor store they have shots for like $1.99, so I'm just gonna get 2 of those. I have no clue if they're good or anything, but there's no point in... You're
gonna go back though. If you like it, you're gonna end up going back. So then you have to figure out who's gonna drive you there. You might as well just buy a bottle.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's going to be like those Twix bars I'm addicted to. It's like you go to the store, you get 1 Twix ice cream bar, you eat it on the way home, and then you're like, man, why didn't I buy 3? And then you find yourself going back to get more. It's the same way. I mean, you're going to find something, you're going to love it, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, don't drive. Maybe you want to buy enough to do a couple more than just 2 shots is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's true, but let's not start CJ down a having a drinking problem. I have enough other problems I have to deal with. So.
Well, it's like, I'm just here to help.
Good morning, Kay. The Scamorama Scam Crawl is just a watch party that we're having on Saturday, where we're going to watch all the videos from the People's Call Center at the same time and chat about them. That's all. You know, it's like a beer crawl. You know, that's why we named it crawl, because aren't there beer crawls where you go from like bar to bar drinking? It's like that, but for videos, scam videos. All right, so let's get Chester up with the news, shall we?
Yeah, I have something to ask Chester.
Okay, let's get him up here. We're waiting for Chester. There he is.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Mr. Thross?
I'm very good. Thank you, CJ, for spurring me on Tuesday to publish some videos.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you published some. I want
We're going to talk about your premiere for a second, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was in a Discord chat with a couple people, and they were talking about you had released 2 in a row, and then I said, wait a minute. So he did 2 premieres back to back, and I felt so bad that I missed your second premiere. I don't mean the teaser that you released that day, which was funny, and then your premiere was awesome. I thought they were saying you did another premiere the next day. And I said, oh my goodness, like he doesn't release a video for 4 months, and now he's back in full effect. But they were telling me that your first one got taken down.
Yeah. Oh no, that was later on. That was with Scamula. For some reason, when I uploaded the video, it got taken down by YouTube for cyberbullying. And it turned out when it looked through and went back, it's because she mentioned Ted Cruz. So the moment I took Ted Cruz out of the video, it uploaded fine.
Okay, so that was we don't need to get into the details of her politics, and I can imagine.
No. This was perfectly fine. It wasn't a normal.
Why would that one name make him take it down?
No idea. Each and every one, if you want to try it, do a test. Just upload a video and just mention the name Ted Cruz, and that's what it was. It was just a mention.
What you're doing right now to my channel. You're doing that right now to my channel. So I guess we'll see if this video gets taken down.
No.
The person I was talking to just said, because it's politics and they don't allow that. And I said, well, I've seen plenty of channels, and that didn't make any sense to me. Because plenty of channels, whether what side they're on, they're always on the channels voicing their opinions, and it's good debate sometimes. I can't imagine that they would censor it just because it's politics.
Well, I went through. First of all, I thought it was reference to if you've got the Sinister's fake bank, you'll know that you have the ability to send website to whatever tab is open on your virtual machine. So I sent the Ben Chode song over, so I thought it might have something to do with that, so I edited that out. No, it still got banned. I edited a lot of personal identity. No, that didn't sort it out, and it was just literally he who cannot be named, in case CJ's video gets taken down.
Yeah, well, it's too late. You should have just typed it in chat.
Just edit it out.
Yeah, we don't need to go on further about it. We could talk privately. It's just fascinating to me. Yeah. Maybe it's fascinating to other people, but yeah, for that one name, then we won't mention again. But I just found it fascinating that you did 2 premieres, but that person was misinformed. Obviously, was on a different channel with a different person. But your premiere that you released the day before yesterday, I believe.
Yep.
That one's safe and it's still there for people to watch, right? Because it was funny.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Congratulations, because you hit your milestone that day.
Yes.
In the chat.
Yes.
So I felt like a piece of rotten curry, because you were on the show in the morning doing the news, and you were so close, and we could have got you there in the stream. And I was like, I'm constantly posting your links in my little nonsense videos. Yep. I was, trying. It was just so nice to. Now you got the community tab, right? You can do so much more. So congratulations.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Congrats.
And one of the things that I said would happen when I get 500 subs was for Behind the Bars was going to be running naked around in her back garden. But she got out of it because she's still in Wales, and she says she can't dance naked because she's not in her back garden. So I've accepted that.
Well, that's a big task to steal whales. How far is Wales from you guys?
For me, it's about a 3-hour drive. So
and she's going to steal the country?
Yep. She's there at the moment. She's walking in the green and pleasant valleys.
Now, how close are you guys to Southampton?
I'm about an hour and a half.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, so if I do that cruise to Australia,
Yep.
The first stop from New York is Southampton.
Yep.
So we have to chill. You have
Yes,
to take
definitely.
To the pub. Okay.
Yeah, but despite what you may believe, they do serve cold beer now.
They do.
That's fine. I don't judge.
Yeah, okay. Just saying.
Yeah. But you're the closest. I was talking to Adi last night, and he's I think about 6 hours, and he's not coming to meet me. But
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to happen. So,
they're all up
either way.
north. They're all up north.
Yep. So I'll be closer to you if I'm in Southampton than you were to me when you came to our lovely country, and I didn't
Yeah.
hear from you for a week when you were in Minneapolis or wherever you went.
Yeah, well, as I say, that's the.
You were in the Grand Canyon.
No, it's a bit further north than that. That's the beauty of your national parks. They don't have Wi-Fi. They don't allow Wi-Fi there.
Or kangaroos.
Well, it probably was kangaroo, but I mean, I couldn't see them.
All right, brother.
You want to hear some news and take. I took on board everything you said on Tuesday, so all the news today is going to relate to chickens.
Perfect.
Good morning, each and everyone. This is Chester Draw, special roving chicken reporter for WSCM Radio, the Morning Scam Show. And I start off with a story in Key West in the Keys of Florida.
I love Key West.
Yep, Key West. Feral chickens. Apparently, it's one of the charming things for sort of weird things that happen in Key West. There are feral chickens running wild and free in Key West. But they're now becoming a bit of a nuisance, and they're everywhere. So with the population of chickens growing and getting out of hand, city commissioners are taking action. Now, you'd think that perhaps they would organise a tailgate party, but no, they're going to ban their human enablers. So, in other words, they're going to make it illegal to feed roaming chickens. So an ordinance has been unanimously passed on first reading, and saying that no one can feed the chickens anymore.
Wow.
Chicken.
So there you go.
Everybody loves chickens. Did you ever see the video? It's going around Instagram. I'm sure I'm always late to the parties for everything, but like the cat was attacking a chicken, and then all the other chickens came out to rescue the cat. They're very smart. I have a whole new respect for chickens.
Oh, well, that follows on to my next story.
Okay.
Yeah, which chickens basically widely considered to be unintelligent. And that is now been scientifically proved to be wrong. Scientific
Just now, right?
American calls the intelligence of chickens startling, because chickens are smart and you understand their world, which raises troubling questions about how they're treated in factory farms. There was a study that says that the IQs of chickens are basically the equivalent of a I'm not sure what the stage would be, just between a baby and a toddler. So they have an IQ of and in between a baby and a toddler. They can learn quickly. They can perform basic arithmetic. I'm not sure how they would do that. I mean, I've heard of horses stamping their hooves on the ground counting, but I'm not sure how a chicken would do it. But the researcher says chickens possess some understanding of numerosity and share some very basic arithmetic capacities with other animals. That was easy for me to say.
Yeah. You did better than I could have done.
And chickens can recognise up to 100 faces, and have been found to associate the faces they remember with a positive or negative experiences.
So,
there you go.
And they're vegetarians, is my understanding. They don't eat chicken.
I'm not too certain on that, because I believe they are omnivores.
So
Omnivores.
Basically anything.
Well, I mean,
They eat
listen, you're out
bugs.
there in the wild and no one's feeding you and there's nothing to eat. Yeah, you're going to do what you have to do. But for the most part, they're very peaceful and friendly and don't eat their own. And that video was just was amazing. You know, the cat is trying to mess with the chicken, and then other chickens came out and were like, "You're not messing with my friend." And and the cat didn't give up for a couple minutes, and then finally the cat said, "F this, I'm gonna just go mess with some mice."
Yeah, well, again, a similar sort of thing happened in France. It was reported that a local fox who was trespassing inside the local chicken coop was ambushed by the residents and pecked to death. The authorities say they were not charged for chickens, as it was clearly an act of self-defence. Or was it? Apparently the fox broke into the... Yeah, they had an investigation, and the fox apparently got in through an automatic door that shut behind it and trapped it inside. Now, you'd probably think that's a dream scenario for a hungry predator. Well, not this time. The chicken coop had some 3,000 chickens, and they went into defence mode. And basically, they just went into herd instinct and they attacked him with their beaks. The body of a fox was found the following day with signs of repeated blows to its head and neck. So, yeah, chickens, probably once they gang up on you, you've got no chance. A bit like kangaroos.
What a way to go, huh?
Yeah.
Death by 1,000 chickens.
And this is a story from the origins of chickens, saying chickens were pets and burial companions before the Romans had them for dinner. So we're mainly talking about Iron Age Britain back in the day. Ancient Britons, the bird for chicken was so revered that Iron Age communities view eating its meat and eggs as taboo, with chicken kept as pets and used as symbolic burial companions for hundreds of years, researchers suggested. They're saying that chickens may have been placed in human graves to act as psychopomps. Not heard that one before, but basically that's its role was to lead human souls to the afterlife, so archaeologists believe. It wasn't until the arrival of the Romans in AD 43 and wonderful things that they've brought to us, they brought chicken as a source of food for the populations. So there you go. Pre-AD 43, when Julius Caesar first touched his sandal, I suppose he's one of the first boat people. We hadn't had chickens here before, but there you go.
Wow.
Chickens, yeah. Chickens were brought over by the Romans, and what else did the Romans do for us? Well, roads, wine, education, legal system. and so on and so on.
And chickens.
Yeah, and chickens.
Well, I mean, that's fascinating. I'm just your wealth of education. So, I mean, we all know of the Romans from doing everything that you just said, but chickens, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. Right, I thought I'd end up with. I managed to uncover the Dad Joke Book of Chickens.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Dad Jokes Book on Chickens.
Dad's Joke Book on Chickens.
Yeah, dad jokes, bad jokes. So did you hear about the chicken who could only lay eggs in winter? I
have not. Please tell me.
She was no spring chicken.
I get it.
How about a librarian was very sad and alone in the library one day, and there was no one around. So she was pleasantly surprised when 2 chickens came through the door screeching, "Book, book." The librarian quickly got up and gave them each 5 books. The 2 chickens left satisfied, and just a few moments later, the same 2 chickens came through the door with no books, screeching, "Book, book." The librarian once again jumped up and gave each chicken 15 books this time. The chickens leave satisfied once again. Then for the 3rd time, the chickens returned screeching, "Book, book." But this time, being suspicious, the librarian gave each chicken only 1 book and explained that they could only borrow more books once they'd returned the others. As the chickens left, the librarian slowly followed behind to see where all the chickens and the books were going. The chickens came to a stop by a pond and started throwing the books into the water. Appalled, the librarian ran forward to tell them to stop, but she suddenly noticed there were some frogs in the pond, grabbing the books and throwing them back, croaking, "Read it, read it."
But I'm ching. I need my sound effects for all this. Where's your sound effects, Chester? You had one that went, but I'm ching.
Ah, yeah, cool. Sorry, my apologies. Let's see if I can get the sound effects.
If you're just tuning in to the morning scam show, this is chickens, all chickens today.
I don't know if that came out loud. I think I've got problems with the sound still. Psychiatrist says to his patient, "What seems to be the problem?" Patient, "I think I'm a chicken." Psychiatrist, "How long has this been going on?" Patient, "Ever since I came out of my shell."
But I'm ching.
Come on. How many more do you got?
I got a few more.
Oh,
if you've got time.
You can talk anytime.
Yeah, I'm going to call last 2. What do you call a chicken in a shell suit?
What do you call that?
Do you know what a shell suit? What do you call a chicken in a shell suit? An egg.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I'm ching.
Last one, promise, last one. Why did the chicken cross the road, roll in the mud, and cross the road again?
Why?
Because he was a dirty double crosser.
Oh. All right. Well, way to bring horny jokes to the morning scam show. We appreciate it.
I have to play this back or talk to you and write these down, because if my pickup lines don't work or get me bruised, I need to move to the chicken jokes.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, that's the end of my chicken stories. CJ, thank you for I could say providing the encouragement to make me go out and do some videos again. Very much appreciate it.
Are you being sarcastic? Like you're like, CJ, you're such a bitch. I wouldn't. You made me feel like I had to upload videos.
You dared me. You did it live here on WSCM Radio, the Morning Scam Show. You know, with the tens of thousands of people watching.
Yeah, tens of thousands.
So I very much appreciate it. You got me out of the doldrums, and but still busy making helping other people out and doing mentoring and stuff like that. But it was nice to sort of get out and do some calls.
Yeah, and I'll have to go check it out because I guess because it's been a while since you posted, YouTube didn't let me know.
Yeah, I know, but they do that a lot. That's why I've only got 502 subs now. Thank you for the 2 people. I very much appreciated it. But yeah, in all seriousness, thank you, each and every one. Thank you for all the comments. It's been nice, so thank you. And
well, congrats. We love you.
Yeah, and once again, this is Chester Draw, special roving chicken reporter just for today.
Yes. Yeah.
Signing out for the morning scam show. And now back to you at the studio.
All right.
All right.
Chicken.
Bye. All right.
See ya. See ya.
See ya. Yes, we like to. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't want him to leave so early. I want to hear about chicken for the next hour.
Well, I could do a run to the local Chick-fil-A or KFC if you want.
You have Chick-fil-A there?
After the video, after the video and the conversation, maybe we'll go back to some chickens. Oh, thanks so much, Asha.
Thank
Will
you,
do.
Raz.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Bye. Thank you, Raz. I'm sorry I never said thank you to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Asha. And thank you, Chester Draws, for that lovely update.
Some nice stories for once, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun
I mean, they're all great. Just sometimes they're hard for some people to stomach in the morning. But who doesn't love a good chicken joke?
True. Although, I'm really bad at
Good morning, Christine Hunter.
Yeah, good morning. I'm really bad at laughing at those kind of jokes. Like, I think they're cute, but they don't actually make me laugh.
Yeah, well, you can always flip the script on a scammer, and just when it's not going well, like Amy G just said. I mean, ask the scammers about the chickens. So
yeah, they have lots of chickens there. I always hear roosters and stuff.
Yeah.
That happened on my stream the other night. After you left at my stream, I stopped my stream, and then for like 2 hours I was still talking to that scammer. Well, he started having fake conversations with himself, like he was pretending like he was calling his lawyer. He's like, "Hi, Steve," blah blah blah. So I went back streaming again, and it was like it was like around midnight, and then all of a sudden I heard a rooster. And I was like, dude, why is there a rooster? And then, he got this guy behind him to say, "I'm playing games on my phone."
Right.
Thank you so much, BB. Thank you, BB.
Oh, thanks, BB. So, was that the one guy when I was there? Every single time you had asked him something, he had to check with Roger.
Yeah, that was that crew.
Yeah, that guy was an idiot.
Yeah.
And you just reminded me of the Pleasant Green when he was on the phone with the PCH, and he's like, "Did I just hear a chicken?"
Yeah. So yeah, I streamed from. Sorry.
It's just insulting that they think the people they're scamming are that stupid.
Yeah.
That they can have a farm and be on a farm where there's all kinds of animal noise and say, "Oh, he's playing a game." It's so stupid.
Yeah, I know. It was dumb. But then I blew the bait. Pecan Head saw this because he wanted me to call him back on his other number, so I called him like from my other phone, which was on a different line. So when I muted myself, it didn't work because I'm used to muting one line and he was on the other line. And so he heard me talking to chat. And I said to chat, I was like, "This stupid scammer," blah, 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 blah. And he heard all of it. So.
Oh, my goodness.
So it ruined the bait. And then but he did call me yesterday and ask me if I was going to the UPS, even though he heard me say that. So he's real stupid. We could try him this morning, because that was Tuesday. I don't think he talked to them. We can try Roger and Charles.
Yeah, I would love
brother
to talk with Roger.
Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of stupid scammers, this is funny. I was with my dad yesterday having lunch, and he knows kind of what I've been doing. And do a lot of people get these scams? I have never gotten one. He gets them all the time, where like a young girl will call and say she needs money, or somebody will call and say they're in jail, and then you need to give them money right away. Like is that a popular scam?
Yeah, like they call it like a grandparent scam, because it's usually like their grandson or whatever.
I don't get those, but what happened was the girl called, and my dad's smart, and he said, "Who is this, Roberta?" And of course she said yes, and she's crying and blah, blah, blah. She said she was in a car accident and she broke her nose, and my dad said, "Listen, Roberta, I told you you're going to keep texting and driving, and you don't listen to me, and now you're going to suffer the consequences. You're going to be spending a night in the hospital with a broken nose, and you need to figure this out on your own." So my dad was very well prepared. He was a 77-year-old baiter.
That's amazing. Kudos to him.
And he says he gets those all the time.
Wow, that's sad.
Like either someone needs money because they're in the hospital, or it's his son who's in jail, which, the few times I've been in trouble, I never called my dad. I figured a different way out, so he knows I'm not bothering him.
Guess what happened when you were telling that story?
What?
Roger tried to call me.
Oh, wow.
I think we should try to call him now and see if he answers.
Are you going to talk to him?
I can. It would probably be more fun if you talk to him, but I can.
Oh, you're going to call from a different number? So I'll just be like a regular...
I mean, I blew my own bait, so I don't even know why he's calling, except he thinks I went to the UPS, I guess, but you gotta be pretty stupid to think that I would go to the UPS when I just told you, like, literally, I said, like, yo, I started streaming, yeah, Tetra, I'll check the Discord messages after I'm done streaming. I said, yo, I started streaming because the stupid scammer was having a conversation with himself and blah, blah, blah. I said that. And he still thinks I'm going to go to the UPS.
Oh, you're completely done with him then?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
I mean, I'll tell him, how about I'll start and tell him that I went to the UPS yesterday, and then we'll see and then you just jump in. How about that?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
The Text Now subscriber you were trying to reach is not available.
Well, like, what the hell? He just called me. Dumb. Alright, well, I guess we'll try him later. After,
I can't wait.
I'll just leave him a message. Hold on. I'll tell him I'm going to be busy for a little bit. Morning, Boba. How are you, dear?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Maddie. This is Charles.
Hello, Brother Charles. How are you today?
You are teasing me a lot.
Pardon me?
You are teasing me a lot. I told you to send me a picture of UPS, which you sent it to me, correct?
Yeah, but I was at work yesterday.
So after your work, you should give it to me, correct?
I forgot.
Okay, give it to me right now.
Okay. Let me just find it. 1 second. Go ahead, please.
I'm waiting for you. First of all, you do one thing. Just Send me the
You're gonna keep
picture of
you're gonna
that
keep
key.
waiting.
Right
You're gonna
away,
be
right
waiting
now.
your whole damn life. Go ahead, please.
All right. Okay, I'll wait. I know you are kidding with me. I know that.
I'm watching you. तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है,
Okay.
चूतिया?
क्यों बताएंगे तुमको चूतिया?
मेरा नाम राज पटेल है. और आप तुम्हारा असली नाम?
तुम्हारी माँ
What's your real
ठीक है।
name? What's your real name? Tell
तुम्हारी
everybody
माँ
your
की
real
चूत।
name.
यू रंडी का लड़का, तेरा माँ का बुड़ मादर चोद, सुअर का बच्चा।
Oh, your name's Mother Chode? आपसे मिलकर अच्छा लगा.
Hey, you motherfucker. अच्छा लगा? कौन अच्छा लगा?
Wow, why are you so mad, bro? You're mad because you're not going to be able to scam somebody out of money. You sound ridiculous, too. You have to know that. I've been listening to your whole conversation for the last week. Not just on this victim, but other victims. You are so stupid. You know why you're poor? You're not poor because of where you live, sir. You're poor because you're so stupid. You are really stupid.
Take your dick,
really
take
stupid.
your dick and just take it in your mouth.
Like you would lock
all right?
yourself in a grocery store and starve to death.
Get a blowjob from yourself.
Okay, I'm back with the number, sir.
That is possible, actually.
I was gonna try to be serious, but he hung up. Let's just try him one more time and see if he answers. What about CJ Scams? Is that a cartoon name?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Tetra. I give myself too much credit.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
I'll leave a message.
Please
Hold
leave
on.
your message after the tone.
All right, sir, I'm sending you the picture right now. Sorry if you think that I'm not serious. I just was busy with work yesterday. So I'll text it to you. Bye. Morning, Clark. How are you? Who, me? I'm mean to the scammers, aren't
I don't know if I could go to another level. I've been pretty mean to them my whole year.
I don't know if
for you.
I don't know if
Well, I guess
Tetra
you
meant
don't
you
be
or
meaner,
me.
But you know, yeah.
I'm mean
I'll
to
try.
scam. I'm mean to scammers. Just like
Yeah, you call them dum dums. But
no.
I mean, I always get hate comments, and more, the more subs you get, the more hateful people are out there. And they say, well, you don't have the right to judge. Their financial problems lead them to do this. And I'm like, you know what? You come into my morning streams with CJ, and it's like there's so many good people that we're friends with from India, and they're not doing this. There's other things to be doing. So you're never going to sell me on the fact that you can have financial problems and that's why you're a scammer. You just, there's plenty of stuff you could be doing. I know it might be tougher to make the American dream type money, which is what you're seeing on TV, but figure out a way to better yourself besides hurting people. I'll rage to them to the day I die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that reminded me of that Will Ferrell SNL skit, because he has an SNL skit where he gives himself a, you know.
Oh, what's up, Colo? Yeah, I've always liked. I don't know a lot about Saturday Night Live. I was never a fan, but every clip I've seen, I've always liked. So I need to go back and binge watch some stuff. And I love Will Ferrell.
Thank you so much, Yusuf. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that comment. And
Yeah, nice, Yusuf. That's awesome. I told you, people love you on there.
Thank you. All right. Well, I think it's time for a take break, and then we'll be back with Harry.
People.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a take break, and then we'll be back. Chester, is Chester leaving? Have a good day, Chester. And then we'll be back with Harry Horror Show. So I'm super excited about that. So y'all stick around, hang out with us, and we're gonna listen take. If you like that, that was just a preview of this.
Get ready for some F-bombs.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for calling support. You're speaking with Aaron. How can I help you?
Hey there, Adam. My name's Turkey Sandwich on Rye with a little mustard. I was wondering if you could help me with a computer problem. Rude. No goodbye?
Thank you for calling Microsoft. This is Mark. How can I help you today?
Mark, hi there. My name's Turkey Sandwich on Rye with a little mustard. I just called and we got disconnected. Somebody hung up on me. Can you help me or no?
Sure, please tell me.
Okay, I need you to stop scamming people. Stop being a loser. Stop pretending you work at Microsoft and find a job. Does that answer your question?
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll call you right back.
Thank you so much.
I'll call you right back. You can't block me. You guys are too stupid. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep calling you, okay?
Don't keep calling us. I'll block you.
No, but I'm trying to tell you, you're too stupid. You can't block me. I'm going to call you right back. It's going to be funny. You'll see. You're going to love me.
Yeah, hi. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm just calling you back. Somebody said I couldn't call back like you guys would block me. My name's Turkey Sandwich on Rye with a little mustard. I'm just calling you back to prove a point. You're too stupid and you cannot block me. I need you to stop scamming. Stop pretending you work at Microsoft. Stop being a fucking loser. Stop hurting people. Go ahead, please. That's the end of that conversation. I'll call you back. You'll love it.
Thank you for calling Microsoft. Speaking to Andy. How can I help you?
Hi, Mark. This is Turkey Sandwich on Rye with a little mustard again. I'm going to keep calling you. You can't block me. You're too stupid. I keep changing my number. I'm going to keep calling you. Get a job. Stop hurting people. Go ahead, please. Any last words? Now you're too stupid, huh? Can't even talk. I'll call you back, bitch. It's what I do.
For calling Microsoft, you're speaking with Rick. How may I help you?
Oh my goodness, you sound so stupid. Like really stupid. You need to get a job. This isn't for you. You sound so stupid. Go ahead, please.
Are you sure about it?
Oh, I'm positive. I'm very sure about it. Yeah, I've called your place several times in the last minute, actually. You can't block me. You're too stupid. Your parents know what you do? Gandu? Tumhara asli naam kya hai? Alright, I'll call you back. Aap mujhe block nahi kar sakte. Bye, Chuthia. Fir milenge.
Welcome to Microsoft. Speaking to Emma. How can I help you?
Oh, hey there, Emma. I was just wondering, can I kiss you on the lips and then work slowly up to your belly button? Go ahead, please.
Yes, why not?
Oh, thank you. I like you. Do you want to make out?
Will you go down on me?
Oh, you know I will. Yeah, tumhara asli naam kya hai? Aap kaise ho? I like you. Go ahead, please. Something I said?
What do you want to know?
Oh, how long you been doing this for? Let's chat. I like you. You sound nice.
Okay, where are you from then?
I'm from New York. Mera naam Raj Patel hai. Yep. Aur aap? Tumhara asli naam kya hai?
Oh, no, you are not Raj Patel.
Why not?
You are not Raj Patel.
You can be Emma, but I can't be Raj?
I am Emma. I am Emma.
Oh, you're Emma?
Yes.
Okay, text me a picture of your license, and if it says Emma, I will give you $200 gift card.
I don't need that.
Oh, well, why do you pretend to work at Microsoft then? Obviously, you need money. You're a scammer. I mean,
Sir, I am not from India. I am from Bangladesh.
Oh, okay. Tume kamanaso. I like Bangladesh. I got a lot of friends there. Cox's Bazar, Dhaka. Tume kamanaso.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I just said?
Oh.
Do you know what I just said?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what did I say? How's my Bangla?
You said, how are you?
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah. So, how's Bangladesh? My friends are from there. They tell me it's very crowded. A lot of people there.
Yeah, lots of slum areas.
Yeah. Do you know?
Beggars,
Do you know?
poor people. And maybe that is the reason why I do this. It's employment.
Don't you say goodbye?
This is Sandra. How may I help you today?
Hey there, Sandra. Are you like a COVID mask? Like you should be on my face. Go ahead, please. There's a lot of runs in your office, huh?
Pardon, please.
Microsoft support. How can I help you?
Oh, shut up, Gandu. You sound ridiculous. Even stupider than before. Hang up.
Your daddy, right?
Hang up the fucking phone, loser. I'll call right back.
Thanks for calling Microsoft support. This side Peter. How can I help you?
Oh, shut the fuck up. I don't care what side you're on. You're still a loser. That side, this side. Something I said? Hello?
Thank you for calling. Speaking Rick, how may I help you?
I don't know what just happened there, Gandu. You're having phone problems. You're having life problems. You're scamming people, and you're having problems. You're not even good at it. You're just one big problem. Go ahead, please.
Welcome to Microsoft. My name is Steve. How can I help you?
Welcome to hell, bitch. I'm gonna call you all goddamn day. Get a job. Stop hurting people. Stop being a loser.
I'm sorry. How can I help you, sir?
What are you sorry about? Scamming people? How could you help me? You can help me out of my money. Hang up the freaking phone. You're embarrassing yourself. You give new meaning to the word short rickshaw stupid. Man, you are stupid. At this point in the conversation, why would you say, how can I help you, sir?
Because you called us, sir, so do you need any help?
Help with what? You don't work for Microsoft. Did you get the memo? You don't work for Microsoft. You know why I'm calling you? I'm calling you to waste your time because you're a fucking criminal and you have no problem sitting there pretending to work at Microsoft and you hurt people. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Do you want to have a chat? Or no? Or do you still want to sit there and pretend? Hang up on me. Let me talk to somebody else. That's the end of that conversation. Oh, thank goodness.
Calling in support. How can I help you?
Oh, who's this?
This is Adam. How can I help you?
You sound like a fucking loser, Adam. What are you doing on my phone? Get off my phone, Bolshevike. Fake Adam. तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है?
Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
Oh, hello?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I want to kiss you in the rain so you can get extra wet, okay? You'll get wet twice.
Welcome to technical support. This side, Jessica. How can I help?
This side, Jessica. What's going on? Do you want to make out with me? She wants me.
This side Chris, how can I help you?
This side, Chris. I was looking for Microsoft. Do I have the right number?
Yes, sir.
I do. This is Microsoft. Do you work for Microsoft?
Are you facing any kind of problem with your computer?
Settle, pedal. I'm asking you a question. Do you work for Microsoft?
How can I help you?
Shut the fuck up for a second. Do you work for Microsoft? What? I'll call you back. You're way too stupid.
Calling support. How can I help you?
Is this Microsoft?
You are dialing a Microsoft technical department. How can I help you?
You're a dumb fuck. Why would you lie to me? You don't even know me. Why are you going to treat me this way? Why would you lie to me, sir?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Don't be sorry. Just stop lying to people.
Sir, you are dialing a...
I'm dialing a dumb fuck. Is that what you were going to say?
Sorry, what did you say?
Jesus,
You're saying that we are lying?
I'm saying you've got to be the stupidest person I've ever spoken with. Oh my goodness. How do you figure out things in life? Like Netflix and basic things like Hulu. Go ahead, please. Shock me. Say something intelligent. Well, you know that's not true. You're embarrassing yourself. They would never hire somebody as stupid as you. Hey, 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 hey! You're so frustrated. You're so frustrated. No, Gandu, stop it. Didn't you get the memo? You're a loser.
I'm sorry? What did you say?
You want to talk about saris? Oh my goodness, your mom was over the other night. Oh my goodness, your mom had a beautiful sari on. I saw her. Go ahead, please.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You're calling me?
Yes, I'm calling you again and again and again. Sometimes I'm turkey sandwich. Sometimes I'm मेरा नाम TAGOW है. और आप तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है, चूतिया?
You can call me anytime.
Gandu? Go ahead, please. Fascinating conversation. I'll call you back. To what I do.
You have reached customer support service. How may I help you?
Oh, hey there, babe. How are you?
You have reached customer support service. How may I help you, sir?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Rundy. You sound ridiculous. Get a job. You're hurting people. Go ahead, please. She wants me.
Thank you for calling support. This is Sean. How can I help?
You forgot what name you were using today, Gandu. You're a terrible criminal. Man, you gotta be on point if you want to scam people.
What happened?
What happened to you, exactly?
What happened?
What happened? Let's talk about your life for a second. When did you start becoming a criminal?
What happened, sir? Are you getting any kind of problems on your computer?
How can we have a conversation when you are so stupid? Like, really stupid.
Then why you have called us?
I didn't know you were going to be this stupid. Shut up for a second. I'll tell you why I called you, but I didn't know you were going to be this stupid. Is there anyone else there I can speak with?
You are so stupid.
Is there anyone there I can speak with?
So stupid.
Hold on, I got your boss calling me on the other line, Gandu.
Hello.
Hello? Who's this? Who's this?
We are receiving a call from that side.
From what side?
Thank you for calling Microsoft Support. This is Jennifer. How can I help you today?
Jennifer, do you want to make out? Go ahead, please. She wants me.
Yes, sir. This is Leon. We just received a call from your side.
Of course you did. My side is calling your side all damn day. You cannot block me. You are too stupid, Chuthia. Why would you call me back like this? You guys are really stupid, huh? Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry. May I know, what's the problem that you're facing?
I'm facing the dumb fucks that keep calling me and don't block me. I want to end this game, Chuthia. I want to go to sleep. You guys just keep your number alive and you keep bothering people. I got to keep calling you. And then you call me back. That's what's bothering me. Go ahead, please.
Sir, I just received a call from your side, and that's
I know. Man, you are so stupid, aren't you? Bless your heart. I fuck with you guys all day long because you don't work at Microsoft, and you know that.
Who told you, sir?
Who told me what? You're embarrassing yourself. Shut up. Tumhara asi naam kya hai, Chuthia? Uh-oh. You don't like that, do you? All right, I'll call you back, bitch. Aap mujhe block nahi kar sakte. Fir milenge. Hello?
Yeah, this is Microsoft Customer Support Service. How can I assist your call today?
Oh, is this Microsoft?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have a couple questions for you guys. Can you please help me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Why do you keep changing your number? You have a ton of numbers, but I find them. That's what I do. That's all I do.
Fuck yourself, motherfucker.
You're so mad. I'll call you right back, bitch.
You're connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah, it's just audio. Sorry. Hey, Harry, this is my co-host. Take a glass of water. He's like a trolling scam baiter.
Hell yeah, I love our scam baiting friends. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been in your streams before when I think I was on Genesis and we raided you, and I watched a lot of your streams before.
Oh yeah, okay. You have to forgive me. I'm low on caffeine, so if I'm not remembering names, just
no,
forgive
that's cool.
me.
I mean, I'm Take a Glass on Twitch and TAGOW on YouTube. I don't have a Twitch channel or anything. I mean, I just go pretty much into CJ's Twitch or one or two other people. I'm not usually on Twitch, but I have been in your streams quite a bit in the early days. So I've always enjoyed it, and it led me to your YouTube channel back in the day.
Yeah, my long neglected YouTube channel that definitely needs to be revisited.
Yeah, please,
I'm the worst with that kind of stuff.
And CJ, are you recording this?
I just started. Yeah, just started.
Oh, yeah. So let's get right into it. I mean, I love your YouTube channel. I know you only have a couple, you only have I think 8-10 videos on there, but what I love about it is the stories, and you also do this on your Twitch as well, but it's easier for me just to go on YouTube as personal as like a greedy fan. But it's like so history oriented where like I can learn from watching your videos. I think I was watching one not too long ago. It was the murder family down south. I forgot their names. And
the Murdaws. The Murdaw murder.
Right.
Worst name ever, dude. Brandon sucks.
Right. I mean, well, come on. That's like you couldn't write content like that. But Well, I'm watching that, and then I start going into the politics of Kennedy, and I didn't even know back in the day, Kennedy was running against Jimmy Carter or whatever it was. I mean, you learn so much stuff from watching your videos, I guess is my point. Whether it's the Black Plague or, the serial killers and things like that. But it's just a wealth of knowledge as well as entertainment. So I am a big fan.
I appreciate you saying that. I mean, that means a lot. We started out as true crime, and I guess like in over the telling of time, it's there because you're telling. I like to tell stories very linearly. How's the word? In a line. In a line.
Say that one correctly.
But it's I've kind of found that history has a lot of that too. I mean, history moves in an unerring, undeviating straight line. And I think true crime has a lot in common with it if you really embrace it, and that's why we've kind of opened up our brand too to talk more grim history, because I think they're almost cousins in a way. They're very similar. It's just one's a whole lot of killing. To be fair, history's a lot of killing as well if you pay attention.
Yeah, that's true. So how long? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. Okay, I was just gonna ask him like, when did you decide to do this and why?
Sure. I appreciate you asking. And I'm still in customer service mode. I just got off the line with the clients. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
Just don't call me ma'am, and we'll be fine. Don't call me ma'am, please.
As long as you're not saying, let us connect to the secure server, then we're fine.
Have you tried turning it on, turning it back off again? Half of the viewership just completely collapsed into themselves. So when it came to doing it, I guess it was. I've always been a really big fan of the podcast, Last Podcast on the Left. It's of all the true crime, it's what I would listen to before. Weirdly enough, I don't listen to true crime anymore because it's now that I've seen how the sausage is made. I'm so busy. I don't want to I don't digest it for fun anymore.
Yeah.
I have so much fun making my own. But I digress. I was listening to them. I was really, really tight on money, and it was one of those things where it's like, I could probably do something like this. Not the same quality, but I could probably do something. But I didn't want to go into these places that are already crowded. So I was like, what social media outlet doesn't have anything so far? And that was Twitch. It's as a platform, it makes zero sense to do what I do, to tell long form storytelling on a very short form, very short attention span platform. But it's worked out really well. I think the level of being able to react real time is what podcasts are missing. I think they are a fantastic platform. Arguably, I would say very much so better than what the Twitch is as a platform. But the one thing they're missing is that interactivity live.
Right.
And that's where I think Twitch can kind of bridge the gap. It's a very unique opportunity to realize in real time when a point is hitting really hard, or when you just completely mess something up, because question marks start lighting up chat, and you're like, oh wait, I need to go back and re-explain.
They'll let you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. They'll let you know for sure.
Yep.
And I like to. The other major thing is that on Twitch, the videos, the VODs are only kept for 60 days, and I find that to be very freeing. I love YouTube. I consume more YouTube than I do Twitch, but I like being able to produce content on Twitch because it's not permanent. It'll be gone like the breeze in 60 days, and I can kind of do whatever the hell I want to do. Just kind of let her rip. And then if I ever want to revisit something, there is no definitive take on it. This is my O.J. Simpson series. I've done O.J. Simpson 3 or 4 times, and I learn something new every single time I do it. Whereas with YouTube, you put it out and it's there. And that is your monument towards what you build. I think Twitch, the flexibility is super fun.
That's a great point.
Interesting, yeah.
I never thought of it that way. I'm just an affiliate, so I only have 2 weeks.
Honestly, I kind of miss the 2 weeks days.
Yeah, but I've been kind of trying to free myself up more for that because I used to feel like I needed to save every stream because I never know when I would need it for YouTube content or something, and I'm trying to get out of that mindset because it's too hard. It's too hard to store all that, keep track of what's even there. You know what I mean? So, and
I think there's a lot to be said about YouTube content. It's fantastic. I should be making more of it. I just really enjoy Twitch for what it is too. So
Yeah.
kudos to you for actually committing to it as well. I think you're beating yourself up unfairly. You know, it's important to upload to YouTube. I should be doing it, but I've kind of told myself this lie to give myself an excuse that, oh, it's freeing. You can't make me do extra work.
It's a lot of work.
I don't know how many videos you have on your channel. I haven't looked at it in a few days, actually. But, I mean, you had like 400 and something subs. So, I mean, that's pretty good for only having a few videos. So, I mean, if you want to grow your channel, please let us know so we can definitely post links in our stream when we air this. Obviously, you have about, I think, 10,000 followers on Twitch. Unless I'm wrong, you can correct me. But you're definitely focusing on Twitch. I think that the world would like to see you on YouTube as well. So, I mean, your YouTube videos, every single one of them was fascinating.
And I'm very proud of the body of work I put there. I mean, I'm compulsive. Like, if I hate it, I'm going to get rid of it. Even I'll act very hastily to do it. I'm very proud of the content I put there. So I'd be happy to plug the YouTube. It's a box in the corner of my room that I've been like, I need to open you, and I need to take all the stuff out of you, and I need to go and upload. So the plan is, I'm in the middle of like a really big like refurbishment of everything, like adding extra cameras, creating like an extra physical set. Cool. I tell myself this, that when I finally do that, we'll have a place where we can really generate content. And YouTube is definitely the place I want to do it, but I think I'm going to honestly focus on short term, like YouTube Shorts and like TikTok, and just produce 60-second content I can upload to all 5 places and just blast stuff out. But unique stuff, not clips, like truly unique stuff, small bits, pieces here and there, so that like I don't like the idea of shopping my stuff. If you've given me the time of day, I'm tremendously honored. The very least I can do is like make some new shit for you to like.
Yeah.
I mean, were you always like a history buff or like a teacher type of mind? Like, I mean, a lot of your videos, it's almost like I was watching them, I'm going to be like, okay, I want to remember this stuff in case I'm ever quizzed on it. You know, I think you have a video that was about the 4 different types of serial killers there are. Yeah. You know, and it's like, okay, so we all know what serial killers are, and some people have fascinations with them, and we all think that they're disgusting, but sometimes it's very interesting to know the differences between a Jeffrey Dahmer and a Ted Bundy and what motivates them. And I think you really went into that very well. And there was like a joke, and I watched this video a long time ago, and it was like, it always sticks out. I think it was, and forgive me if I get it wrong, the Mission serial killer. They're on a mission, and they're more of like the Karens, I think you said, of the scam baiting world. Like, not only do they want to talk to the manager, but they want to kill him. And I thought that was like, it stuck with me. So it was very entertaining, and at the same time, I actually learned something. And it's not that I'm just a warped individual and I want to know the 4 different types of serial killers. I really think that the people that would watch your videos are curious. You know, I cannot be the only curious idiot in the world. There has to be other people that want to know the differences between what makes people tick. And I think you definitely tapped into that in a lot of your videos.
Appreciate you saying that. I think what's with the way I guess when it comes to history buff, always been a history buff. Love fucking history. I'm a huge history nerd because I like knowing the backstory. I think every nerd kind of likes having exclusive knowledge. It's why we're all such big fans of like FOMO items, like trading cards and little collectible doodads and shit like that. I think a part of us likes having something that's scarce or secret or important and like holding it to ourselves and weaving it into our identity. So history for me has always been partly that. It is the true story behind everything. I mean, Plato has this idea of that out there somewhere is the truest chair. The chair that is the best definition of what a chair could possibly be. And it is the archetype from which all things stem. History to me is that. And it's fascinating because it's also frustrating. Like there's always some secret thing behind everything. Everything we know is connecting to everything. Mugs are somehow interconnected to the fall of the Roman Empire. We just haven't connected enough history yet to it. Like, it's one of those things where everything's connected, but sometimes it's still hidden. So I love history for that. And the YouTube videos they connect to is that it kind of provides my intention for those, especially with the Killers video, was to provide like a nice foundation where I wanted folks to have an aha moment when if they've done the time and they've dived and delved, that they could in turn like have gone to that video and hop into the next serial killer series and go, aha, it's a hedonistic killer. I remember from watching that's exactly what it is. And now they're ahead and they're starting to look and see what kind of signs validate or challenge that approach.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Exactly.
Did I pass?
Exactly.
Did I pass? Hedonistic.
Yes, I'm proud of you. Hell yeah.
Definitely. I think you were talking about hedonism in there, and like I know about hedonism. I mean, some friends went there. So I know. And I know about that. So, obviously we won't go into what each of those 4 things are: visionary, mission, hedonistic, and I forget the other one. Something about control. But I just find it fascinating as well. I never thought I did, but your videos definitely are very. They come at you in a different way. Like anybody can do a video about serial killers and talk about them. It's been done before. Like you have your own niche. Like you kind of broke it down and came at it like almost like a teacher, but like like a cool teacher. I mean, there's some F words in there, very entertaining, and it's just kind of very informative. That I mean, the next time that there's a serial killer out there, and if he's tying these victims up, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's a control freak. If it's something to do with sex, I'm gonna be like, that's hedonistic. If it's one of these guys that thinks that certain races are better than others and he's killing off of a race, I'm gonna be like, okay, he's got a vision. It's a sick and twisted vision, and I'm not. I think it's totally wrong.
Even if it's a bad call.
I just think he fits into the visionary that I learned watching your video. That's all I'm saying. So I think a lot of people, when they hear this on our stream anyway, hopefully that they'll go watch your YouTube channel, and it's definitely very, very interesting.
I really, you're like way too kind. Seriously. I guess we never can be very like kind to our own content, right? We're always like, no, I can't watch my own stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I don't even listen to my stuff. I won't even listen to my own voice.
Like to hear you say that is just like, did this guy watch the same video? But I mean, I'll take it. Again, we're so cruel to our own stuff. But I have been getting a lot of like, you're like a history teacher, and it's taken a while to really lean into that. And I that's probably my favorite, like when someone describes the stream. That's probably my favorite way people describe it, because there really is that's some high praise, dude. Because everybody hates school, but to walk away thinking like, that was school I liked. That's right.
I'm saying you could be the cool history teacher. You would be a cool history teacher. So I didn't know if you had taught before, or if you went straight to true crime. And I know that your channel is also about paranormal, which I don't know too much about. So I think I watched a lot of your true crime videos. Like I said, when we used to raid you when I was part of the Genesis Flood. And sometimes I don't remember if I was in CJ's Twitch stream when she raided you, but I knew who you are, and I've loved coming into your streams. It's very informative. Like I said, it's very educational. You go everywhere from Charles Manson to kids that kill to the Black Plague to I can never pronounce it, the Murdaugh murders.
The Murdaugh.
I mean, there's so much stuff on there. And there's the other guy that I remember in the news way back when he shot himself at a press conference. He was a treasurer of
Bud Dwyer.
Bud Dwyer. I mean, and you come at all these things that I'm mentioning in such a different way. It's so unique and fresh.
What's the
Bud? That's arguably been one of my favorite series we've done in a long time, because everyone's seen the Bud Dwyer suicide video, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, gnarly," and you assume automatically the guy's guilty. He just killed himself in front of everybody. He must be racked with guilt. But I walked away with that, and I think the vast majority of viewers and I walked away with a profound sense that he is truly innocent, and it really makes you watch that video entirely different. I was kind of flabbergasted. My own research, it wasn't my telling of it, just my research kind of really helped change my mind. And I've been that way. That's kind of been what I've discovered with a lot of these series. A lot of these series I don't write; they kind of write themselves just by the rabbit hole molding itself as I walk through it.
I was thinking he was guilty. Well, he got found guilty, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, got found guilty. They held the trial for him in a place that in the lowest literacy county in the entire state, specifically because it was an extremely complicated bribery case. And we think bribery is simple, but in this case, it was definitely not.
So he killed himself while he was awaiting getting sentenced, right?
Yep, right before.
Yeah.
And then
So he didn't want to
there
go
was
to
the
jail.
running theory. Well, not the jail part, but the running theory is that once you're sentenced, you lose your pension. So because he dies in office, there's no suicide clause. His family got his $3 million pension.
Oh, see? Yes, yeah, I didn't know that.
Cool.
Neither did I.
Yep.
I was just about to ask, like, what your favorite case you've ever done was. Is that your ultimate favorite, or what other ones have you done that you like loved? Or do you get obsessed with the cases? I feel like you get obsessed with them in a good way.
To be honest, I have to be like quaking with energy to tell a story, or else I just can't. Like I have to be just beyond excited, or else it doesn't. Because I can't pretend. That's the big thing. I'm not very good at like, let's go, poggers, hell yeah. Like I can't do it because it's not me. I can't keep that up for 3 hours. It's exhausting. I'm an introvert, so like, if I'm talking, it better be something I'm interested in, or else I'm just it's hard to connect. Not for that amount of time. So all the cases are like darling to me, but Jeffrey Dahmer will always be my favorite. We talked about him earlier. He's if for no other reason, the very first one I ever did. But I mean, there's some big highlights. I love the O.J. Simpson story. Love Jonestown.
It's got to lead you to
Donner
do
Party
more
family.
research, though. I mean, right? Like, you don't just talk about Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, you learn about, where he fits into those 4 different types of serial killers. I mean, did you find yourself, when you get wrapped up in, like, an O.J. Simpson type of case or a Jeffrey Dahmer situation, that you end up doing a lot of research?
Oh, yeah. So for every case I do, I try to use minimum 2 text sources in a documentary. Dahmer, I have about 3 or 4 books on him at this point. I have every out-of-print book on him. I think I would probably say, not very weird brag, I'm probably one of the more learned Dahmer folks out there. Besides me, who did the case, besides all the prosecutors, I've definitely drilled into this one. This will be my 3rd time running into it, because I'm redoing it this October for our 4th year anniversary. The very first time I did, figure we might as well come back to our roots for the 4th year. And
cool.
I know quite a bit, but I still learn something new every time. I'm still a babe in the woods. I love, like, the 3rd time around I did it, it's always the best point in case as to why you always reapproach your stories. Is like one of his approaches was to pick victims up while they were at a payphone, like waiting for he'd meet them at these nightclubs. They'd be sitting out in the cold. They're all guys, and guys have this like false sense of security because we're usually not victims of sexual assault. So most men, it's not even a passing thought, not even a blink in the eye. And so he uses that lack of any sort of self-awareness. He'll go up to these guys, and he'll say, hey, I'll take you home. I'll give you a ride. And I kept wondering, how the hell do they keep agreeing to this shit? Like, if they just got off the phone, they're waiting for a ride, why not go get a coffee or like a sandwich? And like, why go with this guy? And then it clicked all of a sudden. It hadn't ever clicked to me. But the way these victims are described, they're in club wear. So they're not wearing a lot. They're wearing light stuff. And it's winter. So they're out by the payphones, freezing their ass off. And this guy comes, offering them a ride in a warm car to help speed up their wait on a long, cold night. Boom. It had never hit me like that before. No victim does anything because they're stupid. So there's a why behind everything a victim does, just like there's a why behind what any of us do.
Right.
So, you when before this podcast started, you reached out to me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes beforehand to say, hey, are we good? Because your motivation being that you wanted to make sure it was going to happen. We all do things for a reason. And so approaching these cases every single time, there's something new that hits me. And a lot of it, when you get to the 3rd or 4th time around, it just becomes closing your eyes, imagining yourself at the scene. What would you do? And a lot of the times we go, oh, these stupid victims, don't get in the car with them. You realize you did the exact same thing that long cold night that these victims did. It's a fantastic empathy tool.
And same with scamming. It's a lot of parallels in scamming. Like, it's easy for people that watch scam baiting to be like, why do people fall for this? But it's different when you're the one living it and you don't know any of the risks. You know what I mean? Or you're in certain circumstances. So it's very similar parallel.
You're 100% right. It's human nature. I mean, humans are idiots. Like, it's kind of the great dichotomy. Humans are inherently, as a species, very dumb. But at the same time, like, victims aren't victims just because they're dumb. It's because there's also a specialized predator hunting them down. Like, whether it be a lion hunting a gazelle or people hunting people. Like, when a person turns its will against another person, they are going to get somebody. Like, whoever it is. And a good predator will keep trying and trying and trying until they finally get someone. It only takes one to feed a lion, you know? It only takes one gazelle that trips once, and the lion's fed for like a week and a half. So, not too much different there.
That's a great point. Sad, but true.
The wrong environment.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. I mean, just like, you know, like you were saying, the person's cold and freezing and somebody pulls up in a nice warm car. When we talk about scams, somebody gets a call that day and they're not in their right frame of mind. Its environment, I think, has a lot to do with it as well.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
Yeah. Exactly. And just circumstances. Like you said, they all ended up somehow outside cold. And a lot of the people that we see get scammed, they end up like they just ordered something from Amazon, then all of a sudden they're getting this Amazon email. So why am I ordering two things? I only ordered one thing, and you know, it's just a lot of it is circumstances. So it's pretty crazy parallel.
There's an incredible amount of just wild coincidence. Jonestown, right? Fantastic example is Jonestown. The long night begins. Everyone's beginning to drink the Kool-Aid at gunpoint. This like 87-year-old lady who should have been at the pavilion. They were pulling people up at gunpoint, right, to take them to the pavilion to drink the Kool-Aid. She sleeps through it because she's like old, and because she's such a hard sleeper, when they're doing inspections, they think she's already done. That she's drank the Kool-Aid. She died in her bed. So like, she just wakes up just by virtue of just taking a nap at the right time, at the right place, and survives the worst mass suicide event in history, just by virtue of taking a nap. Like the weird slices of near miss or death, you know, are it's incredible. It really kind of boggles the mind how close one and it can be at any moment. My favorite quote when it comes to this kind of stuff, it actually comes from like a hiking guide. Was doing some research on someone who disappeared in the national parks, and they basically said you don't realize you're stepping into a survival situation until you are already beyond you know a rescuing. There's the music doesn't pick up, you don't get the prickle on the back of your neck. When you're entering a survival situation, it's already happening to you, whether you realize it or not, and it's oftentimes vastly too late. And you know, by the time it's reached lethality, you know, that one extra, you know what, I'm going to go around the bend here just to see if I can see the next trailhead. That alone can kill you. It will take hours, but that alone or some other small twist of fate can easily do it. I think true crime's a really interesting example of how many twists of fate it takes for someone to be screwed.
Yeah. It's a crazy thing.
Like Charles Manson, let's take him for an example. You've done so much research on him, I would imagine. Anytime you need content, or instead of waiting for the next catastrophe or horrific crime, or you know, idiot with a vision that wants to wipe out a different bunch of people, you can always go back to these very famous individuals and just tell it a different way, because there's so much to know. I just watched the thing on Netflix. You probably have seen it, or maybe you love it and you hate it. I don't know. It was called Aquarius, and it was about the Manson murders, but it was done in a different type of point of view. I mean, there was a lot of people that thought he never did anything. But you're so, I guess, rooted in just learning about the cult lifestyle that you probably know more than the average person. I mean, we all know Marilyn Manson did a horrific murder that night, but he wasn't the one that actually stabbed anybody, right? I mean, it was more of like mind control and things like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Charles was not there that night, although his common misconception, Charles was there that night, but afterwards, hours afterward, he came and inspected the site. Very, very famously, there's a body on the sofa at the scene of Cielo Drive. The American flag was on the wall. Manson came back to the house after his lackeys had killed everyone, takes the flag, covers one of the bodies with it to make it look like a political symbol. They were trying to launch a political war. So he died. Weirdly enough, everyone says the truth, that he didn't kill anyone that night. And they're right. I cannot believe they got a homicide conviction for him. But he was there, and I think that's kind of a fascinating, like, well, actually, that knowing the case. I didn't know that the first time I said that, but the second time around, you pick it up. You learn new stuff every time you look.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, you could tell that story 100 more times. I mean, you might bore your audience a little bit, or a bit, but there's just so much on the guy. I mean, I didn't know until I watched that Netflix movie with David Duchovny, I think was the main detective or somebody, and Charles Manson was going to get a record deal. He was leeching off the guy from the Beach Boys and was living with him in California, and it was all that, late 60s hippie lifestyle, and he didn't get a record deal. I mean, who knows what would have happened if he would have become a rock star. It's
right. It's and he met so many people. Guy met Frank Zappa, stayed in Frank Zappa's house, like was hung out at the same place that Jim Morrison hung out at. Like, that's
right.
That's the whole magic of like 60s and 70s Hollywood, was just really 60s Hollywood. For whatever reason, the walls came down between the upper class and like those just barely making it, and you could theoretically have stumbled into anyone, and they were king making just about anyone. And Charles had like multiple recording sessions with people where he could have easily leveraged a record deal. Like his cellmate was a major producer, but he refused to take orders from anybody. They heard him. He wasn't anything special, but when they gave him critique, he refused to change. Right. And that's kind of Charles in a nutshell. He stands in opposition to the entire world, and this is what comes of it.
I mean, Guns N' Roses covered one of his songs.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
The music isn't that bad. I mean, it's not I've listened to it. It's
right.
I've heard worse. It certainly could. It's not going to sell a bunch, but I'm not going to cringe listening to it.
Right.
Wow.
But, I guess there's just so much out there with crime and all these major atrocities. I just feel like the way you come at it is so different, and it just leaves you after watching your video like you want to know more. Like it led me to, I think I was watching one of your videos where it was the Boston Marathon. And that's not really a huge atrocity. I'm not talking about the bombing just a couple years ago. I'm talking about the girl who only ran like half of it and she won. I mean, it was a big scandal. I never knew about that until I watched her video, and then it led me to do a little bit more research on her. I mean, I think that you have a bunch of videos out there like that where I think the inquiring mind will leave your video and probably learn more beyond just the video. I mean, whether it's the KFC scam, not scam, but like superstition, the curse in Japan, was it?
Yeah.
Or the Boston Marathon lady who really just kind of only ran a little bit, right? And I mean, I think you said in your video her hair wasn't disheveled, she wasn't sweaty, yet they tell her she won. I mean,
well, one of the most famous women in marathon racing, period, is like interviewing her, and she's like, she doesn't know. I forgot what it was.
Oh,
it's
interval.
Like a major word. Yeah. What were your intervals? She goes like, and that's like asking like one of you, what's what's an OBS, right? Or like asking asking a podcast fan. We're on a podcast, right? asking any podcaster, where do you upload your podcasts? The equivalent would be like, upload? You guys are uploading your podcasts? Like, it's just a very clear indicator that you aren't what you say you are. And she has the audacity to lie on camera with one of like the most prolific people in racing. It took my breath away. I was dying watching that video. I'm so glad you brought it up. That's one of my favorite sports pieces of lore ever.
I didn't know anything about it until I watched your video. I really didn't. I mean, I didn't think that was even possible to like fake winning a marathon.
If it can be done, humans have done it. That's true. That's the depressing thing that I've learned from doing all this for 4 years. There is truly nothing new under the sun.
Right.
There's not a single brand new anything. As much
I'm
as
gonna go win a marathon.
Right? Let's go cut in line again. Now is the time.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a great point. And again, sorry, I relate everything to scams because that's kind of my life. But the same is true for scams. They've always been there, and there always will be there. We just have to, teach people how to avoid the ones now, and hopefully keep them at less because they're always there. Just like crimes.
I totally agree. It's people will always be trying to get the wool over somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Always. You know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's true. I wish it wasn't true, but it is true. Well, that's why I'm super excited to do Fire Festival with you, because, that is a true scam based on, not everything is as it appears. He scammed them,
and selling the lie over the phone.
Yep. I've been delving into that, so I can't wait to do that with you, because I think it'll be really good for your audience, because we can kind of warn them about some scams at the same time that people easily get pulled in that are similar. It's all based on advertising, how something's advertised. Beautiful people, or puppy scam.
All this stuff.
Yeah, puppy scams are like one of the number one scams right now. Like according to the BBB, it's like so many people are getting puppy scammed, and again, it's just the cuteness of the picture. Kind of like Fire Festival, they went because of the beautiful people, these advertisements, all the cool people. Being there, but really it was just, it was all a facade.
Right? It really is one of the, and that's so much of that can be found all over the place. It's selling an idea. Half of Twitch is, or not Twitch, half of scamming, not Twitch. Half of scamming is literally just selling a dream to somebody else. So you have to find the dream to sell, and then the dreamer who's willing to gobble it up, and you got to keep them convinced that at least it's some form of dream, even if it's just like a tedious dream with all the back and forth you have to do with the scammer. Long enough until before they realize it's a nightmare. It's fascinating. It really is. All this stuff is.
So yeah, I'm super excited to talk about Fire Festival with you. Even if we never record it, let's just talk about it sometime. Because that'll be fun. Because that would be so fun to discuss it. Because I think I've watched every documentary out there on it. Been trying to look up some other questions I had from watching the documentary. Like, what about this or what about this? So it's very fascinating. Basically, the popular, cool, beautiful people fell for it.
But,
right?
My question would be, like, for me or for maybe some other people, like, what is Fire Fest? I don't know what that is.
Oh.
So imagine, like, the bougiest, biggest luxury getaway possible. Imagine beautiful tents and food and music and everything.
And supermodels. Lots of supermodels.
Baseline. Everything's taken care of, right?
Yeah.
You'd assume everything, like, you're going to get there. Sure, it might be a little hot, but you're a practiced festival person. You've come with the full expectation. You'll be ready to go. But I'll let CJ tell the rest, because oh my God, it's the assumption that everything's going to be handled.
It's
when you get there, it's not at all.
I think it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, festival scams in America that I've found. But Harry, I told Harry I would like to collab with him, gave him some few ideas, and he was excited about this one. So we'll be talking about it someday on his stream. I think
it will probably be in November, because October I'm jam packed with building the new set. November I'll be ready to rock and roll.
I'll be
I'm
ready.
actually going out of town in September to go to the Yosemite National Park. So
that's awesome.
Very excited for that.
Well, no hurries on my end. I'm just excited to talk to you about it because it's fascinating. And I'll tell you more about it later, Take. But yeah, it was a festival scam where they used all these beautiful images of like islands and models and stuff to get all these people to pay for this experience that was never really going to happen.
Yeah. I guess I should be happy that I got left out of that one.
I would be.
That's one festival you don't want to go to.
You guys are. You had me sold in your first couple sentences of it, but then after CJ kind of
I ruined it.
I don't want to go now.
Yeah, I ruined it for him.
You probably saved me some money and some time.
Yeah.
Some embarrassment.
So how do you come up with ideas for your stories? I mean, do you just keep a list of ideas when you see something in social media, or do you go looking for ideas, or how do you have your ideas for what you're going to research?
So that's a really good question. So every month, towards about this time, I start putting together my list of what's to come, and so it's got to be, part of it is stories that chat suggests. That's a huge one. So not chat suggests, but the community will go into our community room, our Discord, and they'll put ideas out, stories they like to do. So I start my month scrolling through that, looking for things that folks want to hear. I'm looking for the golden ratio, though. Not every story can make the cut, unfortunately, and it's not because it's a bad story or whatever. But the golden ratio is that I have a documentary or a print source. That's the number one thing. There has to be a print source. I'm not going to go and henpeck. Fire Festival is an exception because there's a lot written about it. But I can't go henpecking through, I produce 4 of these a week. I cannot go henpecking, looking around through, articles from 1972. I got to have, a decent print source that helps give me some perspective and then I can pull from. Preferably 2. Then we want to make sure that we have, a documentary available or some sort of video to kind of supplant what we're doing. And then the big one, the third one is it's discretion. It's just, is this either too macabre? Like the Louisville baby murderer. That's a lot to dump on Twitch for 3 hours. So there's some things that are just too dark, but there's also things that will this really keep interest? That's the tough part because. I've been doing this for 4 years. I still don't know what folks want to hear. I'll go into a stream completely thinking that this is going to be just I want to talk about, but no one's going to want to listen to it. And it's kind of what happens with Twitch is sometimes because it's live, you can see oh, it's a slow night tonight. I wonder if it's me. You have to wrestle with that horse shit. One of the biggest examples was the Donner Party. Someone had requested it. I was very nervous to do it because I thought, well, this is old history. They're cannibals, but this is pioneers. Is anyone going to listen to Pioneers? Number 1 listen to series. Never had a series that popped off like that one.
Wow.
Just huge. People are still talking about it. And it wasn't really my storytelling. It's just I've just learned that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. When it comes to me. I pick things that chat suggests, that I find during my wanderings. And I do sometimes try to find things that are tied to specific dates or movies that are coming out. So I would love to take credit. We just finished talking about the Mormon polygamists, FLDS. I would love to take credit with the new documentary that came out.
Yeah, I watched that
months ago, but it got delayed until it came out after the documentary. It actually worked out for the better because the documentary was a fantastic resource. That's a new Netflix series. It's a 4-parter.
Yeah, I watched it.
Resource.
I watched that
and
one.
Everyone came in being like, "I know what you're talking about because of the documentary."
Right.
Had I not done it, had I done it early, who knows? People would be like, well, that's an acronym. I don't know what an acronym is, FLDS. Well, I'm about to see why you later.
Yeah. Well, I watched that documentary on Netflix. It was very interesting. So I'll have to go back and watch your stream on it if it's still up.
Oh, we just finished 4 nights of
awesome.
Mormon polygamy.
That's awesome.
I actually watched some of that, and I was hoping to talk about a little bit about that. I mean, it's so in depth. But I mean, in like a summary, can you talk about that cult a little bit? I mean, I think they're one of the true cults, right? That, I mean, they groom people.
So I would describe them as easily, in my opinion, one of the largest still active cults, and arguably, and I think I could successfully argue this, the oldest still active cult in the entire world.
Wow.
I mean, there's I get asked all the time the difference between a cult and religion. I like the pithy line is always, what is a language if not a dialect with an army? What is a religion if not a cult with a massive following? But the real answer, it involves the charismatic leader having a single source of information, controlling people's behaviors to an oppressive degree. But FLDS, essentially, besides being arguably one of the largest still active cults in America, and one of the oldest still active cults in the world, is an offshoot of Mormonism. Mormonism, being invented in the 1800s. Joseph Smith, he sees the angels, they give him the tablet, blah, 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 blah. The original iteration, the first draft of that religious belief system, involved polygamy. That a man can ascend, and particularly a man. This is very much I feel degrading to women, but I don't want to be disrespectful. It definitely has a spot for women, and they are to be in obedience. I'll say it like that. But in the first iteration of FLDS, you have polygamy as a big piece of it, and that it's not just polygamy just for polygamy's sake, although one could argue maybe it is. They believe that to attain, not to get to heaven, but to go to the celestial kingdom as a highest degree, as to literally ascend to godhood, to be able to create worlds and peoples, and to become a veritable deity. No horseshit, right? You have to have 3 wives. Like that's the barrier to entry.
That's
Funnily
goofy.
enough, there is no description as to what the wives become when they go, because no one's ever thought of it that way. But I digress. Utah wants to get into the United States as a state, but the U.S. has one. The federal government has one caveat, just one little nitpick that we're going to say before Utah joins. Ditch the polygamy. Utah was essentially founded and largely run by polygamist Mormons. But the vast majority of the faith, the LDS, the Latter-day Saints Church, decides it's worth the sacrifice. Ditching polygamy in exchange for joining the Union is absolutely worth it. They probably made the correct choice. I'd say they absolutely made the correct choice. But not everyone's going to buy that. No, if you were to issue a command to 100 people in a room, one person's not going to follow it. Obviously, that's human nature. So you have an offshoot of people in the 1860, 1870 that basically say, nope, me and my wives, we're getting out of here. And basically 2 families in particular moved down to the border of Arizona and Utah and established a town. And that same town is still active today, all these years later, 100 plus years later. And you may be asking, this was something that blew people's minds. Cults, they recruit, right? They're always bringing people in. Not this one. Not this one. Outsiders are not allowed. They make their own cult members by just breeding like rabbits. Every man has every man that gets to survive in the group has 3 wives. On average, they're producing like 9 to 11 children. That's 33 kids per family.
Right.
Based out of 2 families, which makes it a hotbed for inbreeding and back genes.
Horrible.
There is, and so the cult today, the whole idea behind it is they are separate from the world, and they rely on Mormonism as a whole relies on a president, a central figurehead called the prophet. We have the Pope, etc. They have the prophet. Right? In LDS faith, the prophet runs the whole shebang, and it's not that big of a deal. They make like minor, theological rulings. They aren't like, and this small backwards community, though, and it's not small by any means. It's 10,000 people. The prophet is the mouthpiece of God. So when the prophet says you don't wear red because that's the color of Jesus, and you're mocking him, you don't wear red, or you're banished. When the prophet says that all young boys need to go to work, if they don't, they get kicked out, they get kicked out, even if they're somebody's son, because you have to maintain a pool full of young girls to marry, and you can't have teenage boys meddling in those numbers. So, long story short, the guy, the figurehead that was leading it, that caused all the trouble, Warren Jeffs, he's in jail, but he's still leading it behind bars. And this is a group that we are, I think, going to have to contend with for the next 100 years. We're all 30s, 40s, 50s listening to this, 20s, whatever. By our lifetime, I don't see an end to this cult, because they're still active. They're still actively breeding, actively marrying, all in secret. Warren still leads them. When Warren dies, a new prophet will come. They've already been here for 160 plus fucking years. So,
yikes!
It's a really weird thing, because a lot of people don't get it. They don't realize it. They think oh, are those the people with the hair and the sister wives? And then you just keep moving. But it ignores 8,000 people that has happened to have one of the rarest genetic disorders on the planet. Babies just born stillborn because because the genetics there are just
and lots of
single
people
straight line or a closed circle,
and thousands of people that are trapped there that wish they weren't. You know what I mean? So that's
every
the sad part.
That talks has 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 13 people still stuck there trying to get out. It's stunning.
Everyone to go to your Twitch and definitely watch this series that you have. I mean, I watched one of your episodes, and I think it was 3 hours and change maybe, and I stayed for the whole thing. It's so interesting. It's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely interesting.
I appreciate it. They are 3 hours long. I always am stunned that people stay the whole time. I have ADHD, so it's
Well, you're very good at saying hello to everybody.
Yeah, you are good at that.
45 minutes for it to start.
I'm terrible at that. You're very good.
You want to say hi to everybody that's in your chat, and you have a lot of supporters, and they're cheering bits, and you have a very fun stream. So you might not be 3 hours of you just talking about the particular cult, like in this case, but it's worth it. I mean, not only are you very nice and welcoming to everybody that's in your chat, but you also do a great job of showing some documentaries as well as talking about it and bringing some of these things that the average person might not know. I never knew about this cult until I came across your videos. So it's definitely worth a watch. I hope everybody goes there.
I appreciate you. We'd love to have you. If you do come from the podcast, let me know. I'll give you a little shout out. Well, I'm going to give you a shout out anyway because I'll have me on. But if you come from the podcast, let me know.
Yeah, so y'all go visit him. Tell him you're here from the Morning Scam Show, and he'll give you a shout out. We're gonna
Morning Scam Show. Let's go.
Yeah, the Morning Scam Show.
Although we don't stream in the morning, we stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. So.
And you are on every Monday through Thursday, right?
Yep, all the weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. So.
Yeah, cool. And you take Fridays off?
I do, because we're essentially producing, 4 documentaries a week. So I need 3 days to recharge the battery and to get ahead.
For sure.
Plus I put out a magazine. Plus I got 3 kids. Got a day job.
You have a dog. A dog.
So I just need the weekend, if nothing else, to get caught up on life or try to.
Yeah, it's a job and a dog.
I mean, you're talking about all of this production and producing documentaries, and obviously you're doing a lot of research, and you're taking this. It's not just a hobby. I mean, are you going to do this full time and forget about work eventually, or do you want to just keep your job and do this on the side for as long as you can? It sounds like you. I mean, when do you ever sleep?
Oh, good question. I definitely from exactly midnight to exactly 8, and then there's no deviation. And from the time I wake up to the time I go till I get an hour at the end every day to myself. But from the time that I wake up to the time I'm doing something, whether it be for the day job or the Twitch stream, and it's just one of those things. I like being busy. I would love to do this full time. It would be a tremendous honor, but I'm not going to go haranguing people for subscriptions or donations to make that happen. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. It's an honor to be able to present for people.
For sure.
It's if someone asked you to go on, and speak in front of 200 people or 300 people or whatever, you'd be thrilled and you'd be prepared, thinking about it for the entire month, and you'd write everything down. You'd be ready to go, and if you nail it, you feel like you're on top of the world. That's the privilege I get to have 4 days a week. So, even if it never gets to be full time, I'm still just tremendously honored to be able to even do it. To have this dumb idea I had and actually have it kind of pan out.
Well, kudos to your wife.
There's a ton of true crime channels out there, and I think yours is definitely one of the most unique, and it's just so informative and educational. So you definitely have a niche there, and I think you have like about 10,000 followers on Twitch.
Yeah, but I think we just hit 10K. I try not to pay attention to that number.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you. Thank you. We
I
grow
think
very
eventually
slow.
more people will find you. The more people that find you, the better off they'll be. If they love true crime and stuff, like, they're definitely in the right channel. And that's why I'm hoping you grow the YouTube channel.
I think it's always just a problem with me marketing, because I don't know how to market for shit at all. Like, I get on Twitter, I get on Instagram, but I don't know how to grow on any of these things. I mean, I'm pretty proud of the content I put out, but Jesus, I don't know how to market myself at all.
It's hard. It's really hard to market.
It's been slow going for sure, but it's certainly been very much worth it. And I feel like the problem's definitely on me. I definitely should be doing more on social media than I do.
It's hard. It's very hard. Trying to learn. We have to learn how to stream. We have to learn how to market. We have to learn how to make graphics. It's a lot of stuff. It takes time, to learn all this stuff. That's what I keep telling everyone. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not quite as good as, like, Scammer Payback. But it takes me a long time to learn. Like, I'm learning how to do all this stuff. It's a lot harder, I think, than people realize,
Yeah, it certainly is. It 1,000% is. You have to be an expert on, like, 50 different things. You have to be an expert on tech. You have to be an expert on audience engagement, an expert on how to speak in a way that, like, uplifts and not. You have to be an expert on 50 fucking things. It's wild. And you have to do it over and over and over again. And when it breaks, you have to go from novice to expert, or it ain't gonna happen. Like,
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It can be a lot of pressure sometimes, but we do it because we love it, right?
It certainly pays off in that regard. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why we do it. But it can be a lot of pressure, especially in niches, which you're in one too. That's has a lot of. I wouldn't say competition, but there's a lot of people out there doing it, so it can feel like some pressure sometimes, but it's definitely worth it, I think.
Yep, that's what I like about Twitch, and that's why I'm really looking forward to doing the short form content, because it's all new territory. No one's doing it, and I'm ready to break some new ground.
So now you just have to learn video editing and you'll be good, which is what I'm learning too. It's another thing you have to learn. It's a lot. I don't think people, especially people that have comments, sometimes in chat about doing this or doing that, I don't think they always realize how difficult it is, but you do awesome work. Obviously, I genuinely enjoy your content. I've never come there just to be supportive. I've only come there because I like your content. So, and I'm trying to get to that point more and more.
The compliment sandwich. Both of you are fantastic at what you do too. So, please, listen. I can't even imagine scam baiting. How hard it is to entertainingly lie and maintain the tech and watch chat. Please.
Yeah.
The damn script. You all are over here juggling about 50 different pens to help save people.
I'm with you, brother. I don't know how these. I don't consider myself a scam baiter. I mean, I do waste time, but I'm straight rage. I cannot hold back. I know I'm on the phone with a liar who probably just scammed somebody out of their last dollar. I'm just gonna call him a fucking loser. I have a direct approach, but like the real baiters, like CJ and Scammer Payback and some of these other big names, I mean, they can sit there and be victims and pretend and be entertaining. I mean, they deserve a lot more credit than I do. But I hear what you're saying. I couldn't do what they do. There's just no way. I couldn't last 2 seconds and pretend that I'm a victim. In order to get to waste their time and get information. There's no way.
He gets them good and aggravated, though.
That's just who I am. I just don't have the patience.
Yeah. Well, so you have your studio you're working on, and what other future plans do you have for yourself? And the Shorts channel, that's a big one. What else? Anything else?
That's honestly, that's consuming my entire the channel, like the whatchamacallit, the
Shorts,
the tech
the
upgrade. The tech upgrade is
Mm-hmm.
like consuming everything right now.
I can understand.
Right now, I sit in front of a camera and I have pictures and video, and it's put together very well. My buddy Oddnot helped me with it. But we're now looking to basically create an entire physical space. Like if you were to go back and watch like Unsolved Mysteries, when Robert Stack is walking and talking during a scene, or if you were to watch Jonathan Frakes Beyond Belief, where he's like in this kind of an arcane room. I'm looking to essentially build that from scratch with multiple camera angles and a producer who, my wife will be producing the show.
Cool.
Doing camera sweeps, doing pans, doing zooms, and like essentially bridging the gap.
Amazing.
I call that a documentary stream, truly creating a documentary space where I'm moving and talking. You can see my whole body, and then we have like we can cut in a video, or like I'm talking with a tech guy right now. We'll have like on one of the little shelves, we'll have like a little TV. He was saying it might be fun to like zoom into the TV, and that's how you slice into the video.
Cool.
Just stuff like that. Creating a living, breathing, interactive documentary is an idea that's consumed me for so long, and we're now going to be basically making our big fundraising push for it in September to implement in October. And it's, if we can do it, it'll be something the likes of which has never been seen before.
That sounds amazing.
Into YouTube, like it'll be YouTube grade without having to cut anything. Like it'll just be ready to upload right away.
Awesome.
It'll be the way I have it thinking. Eventually, it's gonna have fades, and like documentaries have like they'll fade to like a drone shot of the town, or you'll have like footage of someone walking to the victim who's talking, like walking to their car, and then it'll cut to the interview. Having those cuts in the middle too to help give a sense of flow and movement and dynamism to it. So, I mean, I've run the estimate. It's like a $10,000 project that I'm currently trying to put together, and it's completely consumed me. Like I say, I'm working on YouTube Shorts, and that's like a if the back burner had a back burner, what I'm really trying to do is like completely change every part of the presentation of the show. Storytelling will stay the same. I'll stay the same. But trying to fundamentally just change the alchemy of the entire show and basically invent a genre on Twitch. That's like I'll lose sleep over it, to be sure. That's the biggest project that's just driving me bananas. If you're listening to this podcast after October in 2022, come see if I did it, and if I didn't, mock me.
No, but none of my audience better mock anybody, or I'll be after you. I'm a kindness preacher. Yeah, let's be kind to each other. Well, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to see that. And I fully admire and respect that, because I totally understand what you're talking about. It's like we're saying, it's a whole new thing that you have to learn. It's a new way to up the level of like production, and it's hard, but it's awesome. I can't wait to see it.
You and me both. We have that in common. I can't wait to see it too.
And kudos to your wife. I mean, I give her a lot of credit, because I mean, it's not easy. I'm sure it can't be easy with you, like, busy all day. I'd be like, please, honey, just sit down with me for 5 minutes. I'm lonely. That's the way I would be.
She does all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. This
awesome.
stream walks because Jessica's, carrying the weight on her back for sure.
That's awesome. Well, we love you, Jessica. Thank you for all you do. Yeah,
Speaking
thank you.
Which, she's over here making sure dinner gets cooked. So,
doing
the heavy
awesome.
lifting. What do you have?
Yeah, what?
It's a mystery. I've been like working for. I work at a bank, so I've been like doing that all day. I like just nose down and writing stories on the side. Yeah. So I do retail banking. And then on the side, I write my stories.
You got blueprints of the bank that you work in?
No, I work remotely. Like it's a different era now.
I'll get you that 10 grand.
For the sake of compliance at my work, that was a joke.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get back to one thing before you leave and go have that delicious dinner that Jessica is making. The Murdaugh case, right?
Yeah.
I went on and did some further research. Can you just give me some closure? I mean, is that guy still in jail?
I believe so. Give me a second. I could probably.
I tried Wikipedia, and I don't know. Maybe he is still being detained down there. It was just such a fascinating case because, it went so deep into his son and to the maid. Into all these things. I got confused, to be honest with you. It was such an intricate case. It was so interesting.
Well, we only have part of the facts. I mean, it's going to go to trial. I believe they are still being
so
held.
that's like a recent thing still, right?
Oh, this is still unfolding. Like we're in a post-COVID justice system that's finally just now getting caught up. I mean, we're still clearing dockets that sat, in COVID land. So the Murdaughs have been sitting pretty for a hot minute. I mean, I think we're just getting ready to start, right?
And he killed his son, right? And or at least he's accused of killing his son. And the further research that watching your videos led me to do, his son was a killer, I guess. Is that?
That's kind of the belief I have. They have the problematic son, and then the life begins to unwind too because that's unfolding. And then there's financial crimes that were kind of like going to be brought to light that added the extra pressure. And the chief prosecutor of the state says that they sincerely believe what they've discovered regarding the financial crimes provides background and motive for double homicide. So, we only know maybe 10% of what's going to happen. It'll all come out in court, but and you best believe me, I'm going to be filing some paperwork to get a hold of those documents from the office.
Documents.
I don't know if Virginia will allow cameras in the courtroom or not. I think it all kind of depends on state law. But if so, that's gonna be your next trial of the century right there.
They did for Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was Virginia.
Virginia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair, that was also civil, so I'm not 100% positive if criminal will allow it.
Yeah, right. Criminal, civil.
Yeah, it very well still could. I'm not up to speed with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I haven't started
by digging
yet.
Our stream will know more than we do.
Yep, someone will tell me.
There's always one person that'll correct us.
That always cracks up. Like I'll get someone who's like, honestly, you should be doing the stream because you seem to know more than I do.
Yeah,
the blind leading those with the vision, man. It's hey.
It's this Chinese lady I used to work with, or I worked for a while. We had a retail art gallery, and there would be just picture the most annoying Karen ever that would come in raging about something that's not even that important, and I would just get fumed. I would just be so mad, and she would say, all types of animals are in the forest. And I always thought about that. One little Chinese proverb she taught me. So it definitely takes a bunch of people. Everybody's different. Everybody brings their own experiences, and some people just have to tell you they know more than you. That's just the way life works.
Hey, my goal is always to teach them something they didn't learn. I don't take offense to it. I'm thrilled that someone would feel they wanted to share, And I always like to say, let's team up and tell it together. I don't mean to be like a dick or anything. I really do enjoy, if someone knows more. But I haven't found one yet that I can't share something they didn't know. which is always like once I find someone who's like, I lived this case, I'm like, great. I'm going to teach someone you didn't know. Let's go. That's the challenge.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that is that's amazing. So thank you so much for your time. We're gonna air this on Thursday morning during our we'll air it live, and then in about a month I'll upload it to the podcast site. So that's kind of our thing. But we'll air it on Thursday live on YouTube for our morning show.
Well, I look forward to that then. Awesome. I'll have to catch it. If you can send me those dates one more time, because I'm in one ear, out the other, I'd appreciate you.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be in chat when we're doing it. Hell yeah. I'll be.
That would be great. Last words? Yikes.
Hi. One's in chat if I sounded like a doofus. Just kidding. But thank you for listening. I sincerely appreciate it, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day live wherever you are. And if you'd like, I'd love to have you over at my show, Monday through Thursdays at night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you. Or not. It's a free country. Do what you want.
Yeah, but you'll be missing out. You'll be missing out.
Before we go and say goodbye, I'm just very, very curious. What are you going to have for dessert?
I'm honestly, because I'm going to be... I'm thinking proactively here. I'll have the new set. You'll be able to see me walking around. I'm trying to lose some weight, dude. I'm trying to get a little more svelte. So I've been losing dessert. I've been doing turkey sandwiches for lunch, granola bars for breakfast, some coffee, some wada, and I've been just trying to manage my portions at dinner. So I get down. The average 32-year-old male is supposed to be at 186. I'm at 202 right now. So we're hustling. We're grinding towards that goal of being svelte.
You're not in New York, are you?
No. I'm in Florida.
I was gonna say I'll come and eat your dessert for you.
Hell
yeah. But I'm not going to Florida. I'll just go buy a Twix ice cream bar.
Oh, don't you say that. Those are You know what's really good? I hate Snickers, but the Snickers ice cream bar is dope.
I know, it is so good.
Comes up every time I mention Twix bar, everyone's like, you gotta try the Snickers ice cream bar. And I'm like, I have, but I had to find something new. They're always right next to each other. So the other day I bought both. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. Sounds good.
We're only here.
I had the Snickers for dessert. The Twix was my dinner, and the Snickers was dessert.
Like it, love it.
That's the lifestyle I want to live.
Yeah.
You're living my lifestyle right now. You may not know it, but you are.
50 years old with 2 cats in New York. Everybody's jealous. The grass is always greener. But, there's no alligators here, though, so you guys got alligators. I'm a little jealous.
Yeah,
honestly,
true.
I like them. I think they're pretty cool. I caught a baby one in a canal by my house, so.
Cool. That sounds awesome. Well, thank you so much for you support the scambaiters so much, like Jiggy and all them and me. So thank you so much for that. We greatly appreciate it. I love your content. So everyone, please go. We'll have the links posted. Please go follow The Harry Horror Show on Twitch. You will not be disappointed.
Monday through Thursday on Twitch.
Yeah.
You stream at 8 p.m., right?
8 p.m. You can find me on all social media by just typing in The Harry Horror Show. Look for the guy that has a cinder block for a head with hair.
Yeah. And it's so true what he says about...
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and what he says about learning something each time, it's so true. There's been so many times I've watched your stream that I've heard those cases before, and I learned something like Titanic. I loved your Titanic series, yeah, and I mean I felt like I knew that so well. So it's really he does a great stream. So please go check him out. You will not regret it. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it was an absolute pleasure. I really appreciate you having me. This is fantastic.
Anytime,
the time just flew. It just flew by.
Stop by anytime.
I told you we'd have fun.
For another 5 hours, but I know you got to eat, and CJ's got to use the restroom, and I can talk.
No.
I'm just kidding. I know we got to go.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool talking to you, man.
Yeah.
It really has. Your stream's awesome. You're awesome. Wishing you the biggest possibility of reaching your goal by October. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all rooting for you, and we're gonna check. We're gonna check the challenge. Is
Yeah,
on.
we'll check.
Perfect. I look forward to. I'll see you in November, suckers.
Yeah.
Oh, November. Okay, I did a month earlier. So
No, it's the end of October. It's October the 25th.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I figured check in by November or October the 25th and just mock me on the day of my failure.
We will do it. Just kidding. We would never do that.
That's are you going to? I mean, we don't want to start over again because now we're all leaving. But I mean, I'm sure Halloween. I don't know if that falls on Monday through Thursday, but I'm sure that will be a big day for your stream. True crime, Halloween, paranormal. I'm just saying.
But he has children.
Go check it out.
He has children, so he probably needs to like take them do something on Halloween. He can't just hang out with us.
Halloween's a bit of an anticlimactic. The season is great, but Halloween night I usually take my kids out trick or treating. So I usually put on the Walking, not the Walking Dead, Night of the Living Dead, the original one, and we watched it on air together. We've been doing it for 4 years in a row, or 3 years in a row. We're gonna be doing the 4th year here pretty soon. But I've always enjoyed that movie. I think it's a fun one to watch on stream together.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all having me. This was
it was fun. We love you a lot, and thanks so much for your time. And I'll see you in your stream very soon.
We'll see you then.
Okay. Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Enjoy your dinner.
Harry, thank you so much for joining us. It was really, sincerely a pleasure to talk to you. I very much enjoy your streams, and I can't wait till we can do the Fire Festival thing in a few months. I'm really excited about that. So thank you again so much for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun, and thanks for coming by our chat today. Take, are you there?
Yeah, no, if Harry had. Harry's not with us. He's in the chat, right?
Yeah, he's in the chat, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thanks so much for being here, Harry. Yeah, he was awesome to talk with, and his show was amazing. I think everyone. I didn't listen to the pre-recording that we just did because I don't want to hear my own voice. I was trying to remember everything we said because I was watching the chat a little bit, but it seemed like everyone was kind of on board with him being very informative, entertaining. They just love him, and I think the more people that go find him, the happier the world's going to be. He has a great show. Mondays through Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Yeah, that works out to be right.
Yep, and I'll be stopping by the stream tonight. So y'all come by tonight, say hi from the Morning Scam Show. He said he'd say hey back if he sees it. Sometimes there's a lot of people in there, so can't be too hard on him. But so it was super fun talking to him. I really, we love you a lot, and thank you so much for hanging out.
And when the boss isn't looking, steal those blueprints. Let me know what bank you're in.
Yeah.
I'll do the work.
Yeah. Well, I just watched the whole interview with everyone, and I felt the same way as you. The whole time I kept thinking, I literally wish that girl would shut her up. She's very annoying. The two guys sound great. The girl sounds horrible.
No, I find myself, if I listen, it's not just my voice. It's like, why did I say that? I just, you're always your worst critic, but you can get better at listening to yourself. If you want to talk, in a professional manner. I kind of caught myself saying the word, too much, and I probably still say it. But little things like that.
That's true. Well, I do that too. I say I'm in, pause a lot, but
you're going to get better listening to yourself. That's the only way to really improve is to say something if you care. If not, then you just keep doing what you're doing. You sound great, but if you're doing like a public speaking thing and you really want to improve, listen to yourself. Sit through it.
That's true.
You'll be surprised. And count the how many times you say I mean, that's what they did to me at a meeting one time. They make you get up there and talk about something in front of the group, and you're nervous as can be, and then later on, most of the criticism is you said too many times.
Even
like
Naked
100 in 2 minutes.
Even Naked enjoys me very much. Thank you, Naked.
Yeah. Naked's back. Naked, sub, please give us a sub. See, I said again. But so Nickhead, I can listen to Nick all the time. His voice is great, and he can't listen to himself.
It's hard to understand why people. I would ask Naked, but I just banned him. But it's hard to understand why they find this to be helpful. Like, what do you hope to accomplish with those YouTube names? Like, do you really think you're gonna get some kind of traffic to some porn site from having a YouTube name and trolling?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would like to know. Next time I'll ask him before I ban him, but I already banned him, so.
They never respond anyway. It's just bots, right?
Yeah. Obviously not. He just responded to what we're talking about, so obviously some of them aren't bots. Because he said, CJ, we love you, or whatever he said. We love you. I don't know what he said. I deleted it, but something like that.
Yeah. That's right. I did see you. It was personalized towards you last time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
All right.
All right.
From a hater. They're out there.
Yeah, that's true. Probably haters. And haters, thanks for watching, but please find something more productive to do than make naked, make nicknames with naked. I'm sure there's something you can do, especially if you're out there claiming to be a scam baiter and you have nothing better to do than go around and bothering other scam baiters and something. Then please find something to do. I have lots of work. I have lots of work if anybody needs work.
Yeah. And I have like 100 offers from scammers because they're always saying, "Do you need a job? I give you a job."
Yeah.
So I'll put you in touch with some scammers because we have too much free time in their mind. So they'll give you a job. Probably rating our streams.
Yep. Oh, cool. Wiz, are you a coder? Because I could use some coding help. All right, let's try this email from Balaji. It is what is this?
Thank you for calling support. This is Italina. How can I help you?
Oh, hey there. Can you help me, please? Hello?
She already hung up on you? Dang.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't take her long. What's up with that?
I was petting the cat's head, and all of a sudden I hear a female scammer on the line. I'm like, I can try a pickup line.
I do like Harry Dad's Harry Horror Show. So I will definitely check that out. Don't tempt me. Cool, Wiz. I don't know if you'd be willing to volunteer me some help, because I can't really afford to pay anyone, but it would be greatly appreciated if you want. I'll give you credit or something.
Yes, I may help you.
Hello?
Yes, I may help you.
Listen, I lost my earmuffs somewhere. I'm looking for a new pair of earmuffs. Is your mom available? I want to use her thighs.
Your mama is on her knees, and she's taking my dick in her mouth. You know that?
Right.
Motherfucker.
Yep. Come on, keep it coming. Get mad. Get triggered, scammer. Let's have breakfast together. Go ahead, please.
Your mama. Don't call me right now. I'm busy fucking your wife. All right.
Oh yeah. Are you sure? Because Alex just had her and Peter just had her. A lot of people in the cubicles next to you had her.
You said not to call him. You know what that means in our world.
Yep.
Thank you for calling support. How may I help you today?
Hi there. I called a few times last week. My name is Turkey Sandwich on wheat bread with a little mustard. Are you ready to help me now? Go ahead, please. At the end of the conversation? I'll call you back. It's what I do. That's all I do.
On. Oh no, they hung up. On.
Hello?
What? What is that? Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's going on there?
Oh, come on, you fucking wife.
You
I'm
okay?
busy right now. Don't call fucking your man, kill.
No, actually, it sounds like you're at home, sir, and there's kids there. This is a very unsafe environment. I mean, it's one thing to be a fucking scumbag and a loser, but to do this in front of your kids? What's wrong with you?
He didn't hear that. He hung up. Sorry. I definitely heard a baby.
Hello?
Yeah, fuck you. Hello. Why would you answer the phone with hello? What's wrong with you?
Hello? Okay, let me try with a different number and I'll start us off. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm in a bad mood after hearing that kid anyway.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is curse and they're going to hang right up. You go ahead. Give him some finesse.
That's awesome, Dinky. I've never had a scammer snore. That sounds fun. Hello? 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 Is someone there? I can't hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I got an email. I got an email that I was being charged $395.88. I didn't make any purchases.
Okay. If you did not purchase anything, then we will cancel it from our end. Don't worry, okay?
Okay, do you need my name or anything? How will you know to cancel mine?
No. We will cancel it. Don't worry, okay?
Okay.
Okay, have a good day.
Fuck you, have a good day. What do you mean cancel it? Cancel your fucking life. Get a new life.
That was weird. Why'd he do that? I guess he just... I guess he knows we're trolling him, even though I used a different number.
I hope he wasn't like undercover.
Yeah.
Like, and I just raged at somebody's on our side.
Yeah, I feel like they just know we're trolling them, you know what I mean? Don't you think?
I hope so, but we still will.
Yeah.
The person you are trying to reach is...
They blocked me.
Oh, you did all that from one number?
No, I did that second one from a different number when I was talking, but now I'm on a third number.
Thank you for calling support. How may I help you today?
I'll talk. Yes, sir. I got an email that said I was being charged $395.88, and I didn't make any purchase.
All right. When did you get this email?
It was yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday.
And could you please provide me the reference ID number?
The client order number?
Yes, please.
It's 75CVBOXIZ. You got it?
Thank you for your information. As I can see here that your file is front of me, and it says that you have been charged for the Geek Squad automatically renew service, and this is for the network seed protection for the computer device.
Oh my goodness.
So, do you have computer or laptop, miss?
Yeah, I have computer.
And do you remember to ordering this service?
I probably did. I don't remember specifically when, but I don't want it now though.
So, miss, yeah, let me tell you, miss, the thing is that our marketing team always sends some pop-up menu and the notification regarding to Geek Squad, and sometime what happened that customer is busy or they accidentally or knowingly clicked on the paid update and some services has automatically updated. So it might be the reason that you received this email.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think we want to have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you in front of your computer right now?
Let me just get it turned on. Let me ask my husband. Hey, honey, do you want this Geek Squad membership for the computer?
Geek Squad membership. I don't remember that.
Okay, do you want it or should I cancel it?
No, cancel it. Yeah, definitely cancel it.
Okay.
Geek Squad, they're affiliated with Best Buy, I believe. I'm actually going to 31 Flavors later. They have a new ice cream I want to try. Do you want me to walk into Geek Squad and cancel it there?
Should we cancel it in the store, sir, in Best Buy, or should we cancel it now on the phone? Which is better?
Alright, you can go to the Best Buy, okay?
Oh, okay.
Do you think it's easier that you can cancel it for us? I mean, I don't know. The thing is, they have a new ice cream at 31 Flavors, and 31 Flavors sits right outside of Best Buy. They have some kind of ice cream, and then all of a sudden, it's with nitro. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
They hung up. They have no patience, these guys.
That's the same guy as before, though, right? That's the guy that just kind of was like, I'll cancel it for you.
I thought he sounded different to me. I thought it wasn't that guy. But it might have been one of the ones earlier that you talked to that was that you got into the cussing matches with.
Yeah, they know my voice. Maybe next time we do this, we'll have 3 people on with us. Somebody from chat or Chester or somebody.
Yeah. Let's try one more time and then we'll end because I'm getting hungry.
Or somebody that speaks really good Hindi would be good too.
Yeah, we got plenty of friends in chat that are Indian. We could have one of them.
Yep.
Hello? Dang it. There goes chat for the day, y'all. That's all it takes, and I have to edit that out, and then the live chat disappears.
Why? Because somebody said that politician's name?
No, because they're playing this music. Now there's going to be a copyright strike.
Oh, because I'm not listening to the stream. So, yeah.
Hello, sir?
Yes?
Are you there, sir?
Yes, how may I help you?
My husband wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, hello?
Okay.
Yeah, hello? Hello? Something I said?
Oh my god. He put us back on hold.
Yeah, I'm trying Mukesh, but it's hard. They don't play
Put it back on hold. They put it. Yeah, I'm calling you again and again.
I think they're watching the stream. They're watching the stream.
Block me. You cannot stop me. I am your phone daddy.
They're watching. They're watching our stream, I think. Hi, welcome to our stream. Would you like to say anything to chat?
Oh, is that why I just got so many subs?
Sir? Would you like to say anything to chat? I feel like you're watching our stream. Chat would love to talk to you. Say
How
hi
do you know
in
they're
chat.
watching?
Because I heard it in the background, them playing it.
Oh, so I couldn't tell because I'm not listening to the streams. I didn't know if that was them live on our phone here.
Yeah, they're still on the phone right now, so they're listening to this. But I heard them.
Okay, we're calling you back right now, scammer. Pick up the phone.
Yeah, let's call them back and see if they'd like to say anything to chat. Guys, we're calling you back. So please, let's say something good on stream.
Phone daddy, where are you?
Hello? Hello? Hi,
Hello.
Hi, are you watching our stream right now?
Okay.
Pardon?
Your voice is very sexy.
Are you in front of the computer? Oh, heavens, what was that? You okay?
Are you okay, sir? Hello, sir.
This is fascinating.
He's scared. I guess he's shy to say anything. Sir, we have some questions in chat. We have several friends from India in chat that would like to ask you some questions as a fellow Indian. They're very offended by your behavior. You can come into chat and you can see it yourself.
We are not shy. Go ahead.
What?
Sir?
Hello, sir.
I know you want to speak your mind, but the problem is every time you want to speak your mind, there's silence. Just let it go. Talk. Talk freely. This is your moment. Tell the people. Why do you hurt other people?
And tell your fellow Indians that are in chat who are disgusted by your behavior.
Your home loan provider to connect you to the right mortgage professional. Please select from one of the following.
No idea what that is.
Oh, they're trying to be cute.
Again, please select one of the three options.
I'm sorry, but I refuse to hang up. I'll listen to this all day if they want to do it all day, but I'm not going to hang up. So we can end.
What they're doing though? Like, what is that? Are they trying to be funny and call scammers too?
They stopped.
I didn't get on.
They're just playing some kind of recorded message over and over, like in a flooding way, and they think they're cute.
Having a phone audio connection issue. Please hang up.
Yeah. They're definitely friends with Naked.
Yeah. But they're definitely listening, so I'll just let you know that the other people in your country are extremely ashamed of you and your behavior. Would love to hear what you have to say about that, how you hurt your own country with this bullshit you do. Please tell us.
Yeah, you're a dum-dum.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, tell us do you realize how much you hurt your own country and your own people with this stupid bullshit? Please tell us why you do it. Are you that stupid that you're not able to do real work? We would like to know.
What about you?
Pardon me? I have more respect for Indians than you do because I don't do anything to hurt the country of India. I have respect it. You do, so tell us why. Because we have several Indians in chat that would like to know. I'm an American. I have more respect for your country and more love for your people than you do, so please tell us why.
How can you say that we are from India?
I know you're from India, you idiot, and you're literally offensive and hurting your own people, so please tell us why. Because people in my chat that I love that are from India would like to know why you hurt your own country with this stupid bullshit. Please tell us.
We are from Thailand.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
you're not from Thailand. Do you want to speak Thai to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, please. Say something. Shock the world. Say something in Thai. Do you even know the history of Thailand? Do you know when it was discovered? You don't know anything about Thailand.
Why I have to prove myself?
You're the only person I've ever met from Thailand that has an Indian accent? Come on. You wouldn't be talking to us right now. You'd be doing talk shows. You're a superhero.
Really?
You know as well.